got it right here, and we are live.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Carl.
I'm Riley.
And welcome to the Tasting Room, where today we are going to do the Tequila Martinez Sour, created by Jean-Felix of Truffles on the Rocks. I really hope I said your name correctly. I'm pretty sure.
You probably didn't.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm really bad. I can barely say my name that well.
Yeah. Struggles.
Struggles.
He struggles.
So if you're not familiar with us or what we do, every other Friday we go live at this time and we choose a cocktail either from a YouTube channel or a book that we find interesting.
Yep.
That we're like, I wonder what that tastes like. So this is our third one, right?
Yeah.
Third one, yep. And so,
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Rob.
Truffles on the Rock, he just released this, I believe, just not even a week ago. And I was debating, and I saw this, and I'm like, I can 100% get down on this.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The recipe is 2 ounces of Blanco tequila, 3/4 ounce of sweet vermouth, 3/4 ounce of lime juice, 1/4 ounce of maraschino liqueur. We're going to use Luxardo because that's all we have. 1/4 ounce agave nectar, 2 dashes of orange bitters. And my first question to everyone is, how do we look? Because the last live stream we did, I forgot to change the color profile of my camera, so we were pretty much flat, like grays and blacks. I think I got it right this time, but is it Trevor in there?
Yep, Trevor, Tim,
and Rob
are here.
Awesome, gentlemen. So, awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Riley is going to maintain the iPad with YouTube comments for us.
Yes.
She's our eye in the sky.
Yeah, everybody's greeting each other. Tim thought he was, Trevor thought Tim was first, but he wasn't. Rob beat you to it.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
Rob was first.
And half lit is here. Is it Eric or Shelby?
Probably, yeah.
Or both.
Both.
Hi.
Could be both.
How's it going?
Oh, you know what I forgot?
Rob says all grainy and horrible, but then sent the laughing, crying laughing emoji.
Those damn Canadians.
Hey Rob, you know that means you're old, right? Because I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok, and apparently we're not supposed to use that emoji anymore. We're also not supposed to do a side part anymore, but like, eh. What? Tim says, no, I was first. Check the records.
This is not the Florida election. We don't do recalls or anything.
Right. We don't do recounts.
So what are we not supposed to use anymore?
Side parts and the crying laughing emoji.
Why?
And skinny jeans, I guess, because that means you're old.
Okay, well, we are old, so.
Rob, I have no idea what the new laughing emoji is. I haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know.
Thank you, Trevor. Oh, it's both of them. Eric and Shelby, both.
Nice. Welcome, guys.
So I'm terrible, and you can't see it, but he made me a cheat sheet with all of you guys' handles and real names on it, so I know who I'm talking to. Because I'm really, really bad with names.
Yeah. But hey, it's all right. And the whole can you try to do that?
Can I try to do what now?
Get the cork out of the. So I'm assuming everyone knows half-lit cocktails, but they also do liquor blind taste tests and stuff, which is great. Because it's always fun to see what other people think besides just our two.
Trevor, what are bubblegum jeans?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, isn't that song Apple?
Apple bottom jeans?
Oh, that's okay. I was thinking the wrong thing. But what is everyone drinking tonight?
That's literally what Trevor just asked too. So, good call. Tim says he's only had 2 sips, which I...
Bullshit.
2 sips of what?
I mean, if you say 2 sips of cask strength bourbon.
Maybe.
You want to hand me a coupe glass, please?
Coupe glass? You want a coupe glass?
Coupey.
Should I just stare at you?
I can't make my eyes roll back as far as you do. So we're actually going to do this 2 versions of it. We're going to do our favorite Blanco tequila right now is Teremana. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to do a more affordable. I mean, $30 for a bottle of tequila is really affordable, but we're going to do more of, you know, like, hey, I just want something that's okay.
Yeah.
And try it and see if there's a big difference between the 2.
Bravo de Gallo? What is that? I don't know what that is.
It opened up.
Oh no! Catholic says they're drinking coffee with cocktails later. It is late.
Yeah.
for
They're in the
coffee.
same time zone as us.
It is late for coffee.
Maybe they don't wake up till like noon.
Maybe. I wish
All right.
I didn't wake up till noon.
The only difference is we don't have oranges. I totally forgot to buy some, and yeah. It's a good looking cocktail. It's a nice orange
Yeah?
to it. So again, this is a Tequila Martinez Sour. And-
Bubblegum jeans are from the 80s. He'll send a picture.
Nice. Uh-oh, Half-Lit Cocktail's got a restricted message.
No, they retracted their message.
Message retracted, oh. Because sometimes YouTube will automatically.
Why? I mean, I guess I understand why. That was a dumb question. But so remind me what's in this again. I wasn't paying attention.
Got tequila, sweet vermouth, lime juice, Luxardo, agave nectar, and 2 orange dashes.
That's delightful.
It's super good. So the story behind this, and I apologize if I don't get the story correctly, but he was working at a bar, at the bar he normally works at, or used to work at, I don't know. But someone wanted a certain cocktail, and they knew that wouldn't work for that customer, because they knew that customer's palate profile, and just knew whatever they ordered was not going to work. So I believe he came up with this on the fly, because the Martinez is normally gin or Jennifer, which we made the other day.
Right.
Because Cocktail Time with Kevin Koss did that.
Right.
We did that. So this is a spin-off that he said this drink saved his ass.
Oh, interesting.
You can definitely taste the tequila in there, but it's not overpowering because definitely the orange, the agave, and the Luxardo.
Everything is playing happily in one cup.
Right, and you can definitely kind of pull each piece out of it.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely put the recipe in our description, which I should have done before, but I kind of forgot.
We may or may not have taken a nap.
Yeah, and I had to go run to the liquor store to go buy more sweet vermouth.
Yeah.
So
So they're drinking coffee so they can stay up later. But why? No, I work at 7 a.m., so that's the only reason I'm being a party pooper. Also, I got the second COVID vaccine today, so my arm's a little sore and I'm tired. But Tim says he's going in on a Cynar Martinez.
So do you know what Cynar is?
Nope.
It's made out of artichokes.
Ooh.
So it's another herbal.
Yeah. Trevor says he's drinking Savage Kitchen's Ancho Macadamia cocktail.
Ooh, she just released one where they do a macadamian liqueur.
Uh-huh.
And stuff looks pretty dope. Trevor, where are you from? I know where everyone else is from.
Alberta. He just said because so Rob said I can't find the Ancho liqueur, and then Trevor says we have it here in Alberta, Rob.
Oh, okay.
So,
basically, he's just making fun of Rob
Yeah.
because Rob can't get shit.
that makes sense. It's pronounced. Is it wait? But see the CH that could be sh or it could be ch. So Rob, help me. Because he goes, it's pronounced Chinar.
Oh, maybe.
Or
Yeah.
Shinar. I don't know.
Gotta remember, we
Young
live.
Carl looking like the slower, less talented Hanson twin. Hi, Alan.
Who?
Alan. Alan O'Brien.
Oh. Alan, I don't care. So Alan is someone that Riley works with.
Yep.
I've never met the guy, but I played 3 years in his fantasy football league. So, yeah. Another glass.
What are you doing?
I hate these ones so much.
We're still figuring out where to get anchovy liqueur. That's all that's going on in the comments here. So.
Well, we can get it in.
Entertain me.
We can get it in Iowa and Illinois.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ooh, shit.
Did you forget bitters in both of them?
No,
Or just
in the
the
first
one?
one I remember. So the second one's I was shaking in. I forgot. Okay, does anyone have these like jet black tins with the smaller one has a more straight for about half an inch or 3/4 inch and then it curves down? I do not like these.
Robbie Fisher says, props to Carl for keeping his focus on pouring the right amounts of ingredients with all this banter going on.
Unfortunately, I did forget to, but yes. So he is part of Cocktail Time with Kevin Koss. He's like,
Okay, never mind.
he is, I would say, the producer of the show. He's the guy that makes sure that Kevin is probably saying his stuff correctly.
Oh.
So,
like what I do.
yes,
Except for he probably doesn't get yelled at.
probably. Okay, so the second one I made with Jose Cuervo.
I might like that one better.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a little bit smokier. It's a little bit earthier. Earthy's not the right word. Woody.
Yeah. They're actually very distinctly different.
They're very different, yeah.
They're both really good.
They're still working out this ancho liqueur in Canada thing.
Yeah, I don't know, I think I prefer the Teremana first.
Yeah? That makes sense.
But I get why you like that one more.
Yeah. I feel like the flavors play together a little bit more cohesively in the Jose Cuervo one.
Yeah.
Where Teremana, all of the flavors are there, they're present, they're holding on to each other's hands, but they're not mixing well.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. That's definitely more smokier, the Jose one. It would, I would say, if you were to order these, I bet the Teremana would be at least $11.
Yeah.
And then the Jose would probably be 8 or 9, maybe even 10. But they're both really good. If you guys have the ingredients, I think everyone has most of these ingredients. I think probably the cherry liqueur is probably the one most people are not going to have, maybe.
The what?
The cherry liqueur.
Oh, yeah.
The maraschino. So I would definitely recommend it. It is, I think so far out of the 3 that we've done live, this is the best one. What was the first one we did?
It was the New Year's ones. We did a bunch of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, those were good. And then we did the Saturday Flip.
Yeah.
Which was okay, meh. And this is good.
That pretends I remember.
Yeah. Okay, so we just started this last time. Again, this is
Yeah.
only third time doing the live, but we kind of started this last time. We would like you guys to give us 3 ingredients.
We decided on a new segment.
Yes. What's it called again?
It's called Fuck Around and Find Out.
Yeah. Why not, right?
We got unanimous approval to use the name.
Oh, yeah, when we did, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you can kind of see some of our bar behind us, and there's a whole bunch of liquor off to the side. I have a bunch of other syrups, vermouths in the refrigerator down here, which you can't see. Vermouth.
Moo.
Okay. But give us 3 liquors, and we'll make a drink live for you.
Robbie says no Teremana in Slovenia, maybe even Europe. Can't smell what the rock is distilling. Ginger liqueur. Alrighty.
And is it like Robbie, as in? I mean, is that how we?
I'm assuming, yeah.
So yeah, that really sucks. I know a lot of people in Europe, in the Steve Bartender's Facebook group, a lot of them are like it cost me like $60, $80 to get that here. Like, yeah, that sucks. Okay.
Yeah, welcome, Jeff. We don't have slow gin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We have
Green chartreuse. I like this game. I like everyone's getting involved and like, you know. But yeah. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out, and I'm assuming the color profile looks way better than last time.
Yeah, Rob said it was good.
Okay, cool.
Campari.
Yes.
Oh no. Mix those up.
Yeah, Jeff. The reason we don't have slow gin is I have no use for it until I want to make a cocktail. Our bar is huge, and I don't want to keep buying liquor unless we need it for something. So.
Yeah, we've spent way too much money. Robbie's short for Robert here, so we're saying it right.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
Just
awesome.
Spells different. They spell it differently than
Right.
we do. Here it'd be Robby.
Yeah.
Or IE.
So I don't use. I mean, I kind of check my phone. I just got a text message from the brewery I work at. They are going to need more pineapple puree
Already? Fun.
So I made. So I'm technically laid off right now from my job, but I will still make them random cocktails for weekend specials, and I'm doing a swordfish cocktail, or I'm sorry, swordfish special for dinner. And so I'm doing my Spice of Heaven, which I posted on our channel 2 weeks ago about my bartending career.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's pineapple puree, fresh jalapenos, tequila, soda, and lemon juice.
Yep.
So, are we just gonna make this as a?
Literally says mix those up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can use
And
anything.
there's a winky face.
Winky face, because they know this is gonna be hardcore. So you have 2 herbals with a ginger,
which is also another herbal.
But
I mean, I was in a really long
I mean, it
comment.
smells
It smells so good, but it's so mediocre.
Yeah. So who else has had
It's
this?
so disappointing.
This is it. Catan.
Canton.
Who else?
So many
Who
Canton.
else is not really happy with the ginger flavor out of this? We kind of are for how much we paid.
I was on a really long thread with somebody in the Steve the Bartender group about it. The bottle's so pretty, but everything tastes less potent than what it is. With it in it, it's like it mellows everything out. Mm-hmm. Robbie says he has to go to sleep. We're shooting in like 7 hours.
All right, buddy.
Cheers.
Well,
sorry for the Campari. He loves
no,
Campari.
I love Campari. So
thanks for hanging
thanks
out
a lot,
for a
bud. Look forward to what you guys put out next. Always good stuff. Tell the rest of the crew we say hi.
Yep.
All right, let's go. The green chartreuse goes a long way with this guy. Oh, it smells so good.
I'm scared.
So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce
That's a lot.
of that.
Trevor says it's a very mild ginger for sure, but he likes that.
Who said that?
Trevor.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Where's the candied ginger?
I put it away.
Oh, I ate candied ginger for fun, so it makes me sad that this doesn't taste more like candied ginger, but.
So we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of Campari. That's probably a lot for that.
What'd you just do?
I just banged the bottles. And then we're gonna go big on this one. We're gonna go 2.
Ugh.
And then now, there's obviously, I can't just use 3 ingredients. I'm just saying, what are 3 ingredients that we gotta use in the recipe?
Right.
I just bought this and I think this might work well with it.
King's ginger is much spicier. I'll see if we can find that here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we can get that.
I just bought this Blanc Vermouth.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna see if that would be.
Do you want me to wake up? Campari and vodka, Tim. Campari and vodka. No.
And 2 ounces of that. Campari and vodka.
That is a massive cocktail.
Well, there's 2 of us.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Gifford makes a higher end ginger liqueur now that has some snap to it. Noted. Where's my pencil? Kings and Gifford.
This is definitely 2 cocktails. It's gonna be a lot no matter what. Trying to debate. Any fried chicken tonight, Jeff?
Float some prune juice on there.
Can we kick people out? Are we allowed to ban people off our
We're
live?
not banning people, and also that was Rob.
I know.
So much for not buying any more bottles. But the ginger, oh, he won't let me buy it yet. Not
Why, what?
until we have a reason to make it. Not until we have a reason to buy ginger liqueur, which is when that one's gone. So.
Unless they're like $20, like that was $50. Like
Yeah,
if
that
they're,
was expensive.
If they're all around $40-$50,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to lie and say I'm someone else to donate 4 times a week for plasma. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple of dashes of.
Tim, 60 ml Campari, 45 ml vodka, 2 dash of Peychaud's, stirred over rocks.
Sounds delicious, Tim. You and I, when we hang out for the first time, it's gonna go down.
Sounds like that would be a struggle.
You want to get 2 of the rocks glasses, please?
Dwayne Johnson's not here. We don't have any of his glasses.
Guys, I married a comedian.
Prune juice is good for you. That may be the case. What is... Oh my god, I'm gonna hate this. Do I have to finish it?
I will. Yeah, she's not a Campari fan at all. And I make a lot of Campari cocktails.
That needs rocks in it. We need to pick a central location, says Tim.
Iowa.
Yeah, I was pretty central for everyone.
I was pretty central.
Garnish with a whole banana.
All right, you ready for this?
No.
Cheers, guys.
I hate you guys.
so much. I almost did like a shot.
Huh. That's surprisingly not that bad. I don't like it.
Yeah. I don't know. I should have went way less Campari. I should have done less than an ounce.
Trevor says he has these same rocks glasses, but do you? Because they're Liquor 43. They came in a gift pack. Did you get the gift pack? Because Liquor 43 is awesome. Cheers, guys. This is terrible. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I would really redo it again, but I think that the Blanco vermouth adds a really nice characteristic to it
it rounded it out, made it a little bit less bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Still bitter though.
Yeah.
I
I don't mind it. Yeah. I think this is definitely one that you can work on and make.
Campari is not my friend.
Campari is your friend. One day, guys. One day. But in all honesty, when I started bartending, I did not like Campari or chartreuse. You know, I was not for those. So maybe in 6 to 8 years, we'll come back. Yeah, so I'm a huge Liquor 43 fan, and it was a gift basket or gift set.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So we bought this, and then 2 weeks later, they had a different one with different glasses. Yeah. Which, again, I really wanted, but we still have a full bottle that we don't open up yet. Yeah. So
we call.
All right, night, Rob.
Night, Rob. We call Liquor 43 Carl's Crutch, and then Saint Germain is the other one, so he's even. But
it was common in the early 2010 era that Saint Germain was known as the bartender's ketchup. Yeah. Now I get that because it was the new thing, and everyone just wanted to use it with everything, and I get why it's not so popular. But I think it has a reason. It has its own place for certain cocktails for sure. But
Tim, we have tried Tuaca. We've had Tuaca. Tim asked if we had.
Oh yeah. Yep, I've had that because I know the bottle changes color when you freeze it. I don't know if it's a thing anymore, but I know like if it's in the freezer,
Uh-huh.
like it has this like the logo turns like blue or something like that. So
Like
it's
the
pretty cool.
Coors Light cans.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's good. I like Tuaca. What did I just say?
He says they're gonna have game night with the kids soon, sticking around as long as he can.
Oh, nice game night. What
game?
What games? What's up, Jess?
Hello.
So a recap for you, Jess. Do you like Jess or Jessica? Because I want to make sure, we call you by what you would like to be called.
Bourbon, sweet vermouth, and blackberry liqueur. Is it
Ooh.
something Tim or Trevor did earlier? We don't have any blackberry liqueur.
Yeah.
We have the closest thing we have, I think, is Chambord.
Yeah.
That's black raspberry.
Right.
But Jess is cool. Either works.
Cool. But yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of different not having anyone else here.
Yeah.
Jet definitely
He's definitely the life of the party.
Yeah. But I don't know. So I don't know. What else do we want to do, babe? You don't want to probably do any more. I kind of do.
I mean, I could do one more. We could play one more fuck around and find out.
Yeah. All right. So let's do one more. Everyone tell us one ingredient and we will...
Some Pirate Hunter board game. My girls are 4 and 7. Cute.
Oh, nice. I have a 17 and 15-year-old. My 17-year-old, she actually turns 18 in 10 days.
15 days.
15 days.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Full balls.
No. Hey, I'm trying to keep this channel clean, even though you said the
literally
F-bomb
named
twice.
we literally named the game not PG-13.
That's all right. My dad can yell at you, not me, because I didn't say it.
That's true. But we unanimous decision that was a good
Yeah, oh, it's
name
great.
for the game.
So, name one cocktail, or I'm sorry, not one cocktail, one liquor. You can kind of see our bar behind us,
And if you can't see something up here,
it's
it might
probably
be over
over
here.
here.
So,
yeah,
spiced rum.
Spiced rum.
Do we want?
We only have Kraken.
We only have Kraken.
Or
No,
Sailor Jerry.
We have Sailor Jerry or
Sailor
Kraken.
Jerry or Kraken.
Yes, Jess, you get to choose an ingredient.
Yep, sorry, I didn't make that very clear.
Do we want Sailor Jerry or Kraken?
We'll see if they respond. And I do have, you guys just tell me the liquors, and then I can choose anything else on top of that, like syrups or juices.
Yep.
This is also a way for us to start trying to experiment, because this is fun.
Falernum?
We just used the ginger Catan on
Catan.
on this cocktail right here, so we're gonna.
Drinking ancho drink now, Jessica. Oh, they're having a conversation in the chat, which is great.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it. I love it.
Right, her ancho drink is superb.
Ooh.
Have any Falernum?
Falernum? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I don't know
what that is either.
means.
So no, we don't have that.
Okay, fine, vodka.
Okay.
I mean, do we want pepper vodka? Do we want plain vodka? Do we want vanilla vodka?
We do have
We also have some Tabasco
whiskey.
aged whiskey.
We have Dickel that was aged in Tabasco. Chartreuse. Jess is hilarious. Jess. So our last one had chartreuse, Campari, and that ginger liqueur. So that was all three. So you picked two of the three without even realizing. It's a tiki liqueur. Yeah. We are kind of like not on the tiki.
We're not there yet.
We're not there. We like tiki cocktails. I like them a lot. I'm just.
Plain vodka. I feel like he just wants to get us drunk.
I think so. Jeez, Tim.
I guess we'll reach for the back shelf stuff here.
Dill pickles.
We don't have any. I think I ate them all.
We have
those spicy
those
ones.
atomic pickles.
Okay, so wait, what's the first? We have
Jess
spiced rum, dill
Kraken.
pickles.
or Kraken or Sailor Jerry's.
All right. So Jeff says we need to try some falernum. It's delicious,
Okay.
and we need to get on the tiki train.
Oh,
I'm still trying to teach my body not to cry when I drink rum. Like it's gonna take a minute. If you're not buying more bottles, don't get on the tiki train. You need a lot of rum. That's a fair. But we have half a shelf already.
Yeah.
And we don't even have the Bacardi up here. We have a handle of Bacardi. Sailor Jerry's.
Sailor Jerry's. So we also finally got orange blossom water in the mail the other day, and so we're gonna make our own orgeat.
I don't know how you say that.
Orgeat. We had this discussion earlier today on Discord about it.
Okay. Vodka plus dill pickles equals a great time.
Okay, so we got Sailor Jerry's, vodka, and we got Atomic Spicy Fresh Dill Pickles from Aldi's, which these are fabulous.
Yes.
So.
But wait. That sounds terrible.
Well, that's the name of the game, babe. Try to make cocktails out of things that you just randomly have at your house. What if it's the most amazing thing in the world? We won't know until we try it.
I don't want to find out.
Well, you're going to find out.
Trevor says he has 15 different rums and he still can't make all the tiki drinks.
Yeah, that's kind of what's sad about tiki drinks. It's not sad, but it's like, ugh. There's so many. Frustrating, yeah. You know.
Because, like, a lot of them probably aren't very cohesive. You can't.
Yeah. I'm going to go rinse this out.
Jess says this is how she approaches every single drink.
Just blind.
Yeah,
So,
this is terrifying. This is less terrifying the more I drink of it.
Okay, so here's why I know pickle juice and the rum will go together. Jet and I used to pull straight shots of rum and chase it with pickle juice, and it was great.
Sounds like something you and Jet would do.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Here, you know what? We're just gonna call these shots.
Don't want to do shots.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do it, but I don't wanna. Smuggler's Cove book is a must before starting tiki. Leads you down the proper path. Yes, that's what a pickleback is.
What?
Jess asked, is that what a pickleback
Yep.
is? Yeah, that's exactly what
Like
a
if you ever
pickleback
hear a
is.
Tennessee hooker, that's just a cheap whiskey followed with a pickleback.
Jack Daniels and pickle juice is an amazing shooter, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a Tennessee hooker. And then there's I think a Manhattan hooker is what is that? It's basically the same thing, but just a different liquor.
Rye.
You want to put that to the side? I don't remember. Right.
I would assume it's rye.
So we just did equal parts, and we're gonna do this as shots, because you know that's what beverage people do. Do you want to put bitters in here? Probably not.
What kind of bitters would we actually put in there that would make it any better?
She wants me to smile more and have more fun when I'm shaking, because I don't.
Because he makes weird faces, but also, anybody know a good divorce lawyer?
Whatever. Hello, son. Hey. You want to say hi to the world?
Not now.
Okay.
You guys doing like a live stream or?
Yeah.
Betcha. All right.
So, Smuggler's Cove book gives you good rum knowledge, which we should probably invest in.
Yeah,
Shake faces are the best, says Trevor's.
These are all my books that I have, that we have. I haven't read through all of them yet, you know, but they're fun to read and just learn new things. But I love new books.
Sorry, Trent. What? What was it? I don't like it. I don't like it.
Here's this.
What was that?
It was whatever. The pain on Riley's face. I see that pain on a daily basis.
Every time he speaks.
Yeah.
That was real bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Want to hand me a pickle? I'll just eat it. I'll just eat some pickles and make that taste go away because it's still there.
I'm sorry.
Tim, I'm trying.
What's
I'm
he trying?
to handle it. I can't. Pickles.
Also, just to give you a recap, our first drink that we did was the Tequila Martinez Sour from Truffles on the Rocks. So if you have tequila, sweet vermouth, cherry liqueur, agave nectar, some orange bitters, you're good to go. Handle it.
Just to be fair, I signed up for this and I named the game, so it's my fault.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing this game for 7 years since I met Jet and Carl. It's just... It's a casualty of love, man.
Yeah. But it's fun. I don't know. It's something different to do. Have any of you guys tried a pickled beer yet? I have not.
I want a pickle beer.
I don't know who makes one around here.
That sounds delicious. Ooh, what if we made a gimlet with pickle juice instead of lime juice?
You want to do it? I mean, you said it.
Kinda.
Let's do it. That actually sounds kind of interesting.
It does. But, like, you gotta pick the right gin. So I'm gonna go with Beefeater because it's, like, a London Dry is very...
You don't want one of those floral ones.
Neutral. Ow! Oh no. We got it. Awesome collaboration today with Liquid Memoir. Thank you very much. We had a lot of fun with it. Oh no.
Who said that?
Transfer?
So we have another collaboration here coming soon. I'm going to kind of spill the beans, but I don't care. Us, Liquid Memoir, and Louis. If you guys know who Louis is, he owns his own restaurant in Boston. He does a lot of Brazilian liqueurs, piscos, and different things like that. Great guy. All three of us are going to do a St. Patty's Day collab.
Getting a little bit of a look behind the curtain here, guys. The things that we use a lot, we buy handles of because it's economical.
It's way cheaper.
That's good enough for now.
Yeah, we'll refill it later. So what we're going to do, I don't know if you guys heard, we're going to do a gimlet, but instead of lime juice, we are going to do pickle juice.
Bye, Jeff. Have a good night. Have fun
Bye,
with
Jeff.
the kids.
Yeah, have fun with the kids. Hope they beat you.
Yeah. Don't let them win, but let them win. But don't let them know you're letting them win.
So many rules. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of Beefeater, half an ounce of simple syrup.
Oh, do we need the simple?
Well, it's in there. You said a gimlet. That's what a gimlet has.
I did. Should have said a martini.
Yeah, and then we're going to do 3/4 ounce of pickle juice. You want to get some sort of chalice? We have one more coupe, it looks like.
We have one more clean coupe, guys.
That's the look I always get from her.
They probably didn't see it because I was looking at you.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Actually, I'll be able to tell you here in a sec. Nope, they saw it.
All right.
Oh, I regret every decision I've
piglet?
made up until now.
The piglet.
The piglet.
Piglet. The piglet.
Oh no.
Oh no, here we go.
I don't hate it. I kind of hate it.
Way too much simple syrup.
Yep. Too sweet.
Because there's no acidity to cut through that.
Wait, garnish it with a pickle. Put a pickle on the side. Oh, not going with that now. Tim says his shaker game is weak. Mine used to be. I didn't know how to use a shaker until 6 months ago. Why'd you put it in there? No, you.
How is it supposed to be?
Make it pretty.
I don't hate it. I hate it.
I don't like it. Better. Still too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have said dirty martini, but instead
Yeah.
of olive juice, pickle juice.
Yeah, that would definitely.
That sounds delicious.
Ooh, what would the name of that be? Pickle tickle? A pickle tickle?
I don't know. I'm sure there's a name for
Yeah,
it.
pickle teeny. A sweet teeny.
Tim says it's official. He's making a pickle martini video. It's probably a pickle teeny.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we are not the first people to think of that.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I think this one.
That's really good.
I could
That's
use
the
some
first
work.
Campari drink that I've had that I've not hated. So that's
Needs a little bit of work, but I think that Blanc sweet vermouth, or Blanco vermouth,
Yeah.
needs a little bit of work.
This would. I want something spicy in this too.
I can see that. I wonder, Jess, what are your thoughts? Because I know you tried it. That Verde
Ancho Reyes.
Ancho Reyes. What do you think if we did like vodka, pickle juice, and just like a quarter ounce of that Verde one? I don't know if I haven't seen the Verde one, or I would get that.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could probably order it for us, because if he can
Probably.
if he can get the normal one, he can get
Yeah.
the
Is that good? What's the specs again? Of this one, Trevor?
Yeah.
We just made a gimlet, but subbed the lime juice for simple syrup.
So what my specs when I make a gimlet is 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 ounce of lime juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. So this is 3/4 pickle juice. We should have used probably more, an ounce of pickle juice and maybe a 1/4 ounce of simple syrup. That's.
I don't think we would even. But I mean, I guess if we're saying it's a gimlet, then we have to have the simple. But Verde's super bright and green tasting, definitely.
Oh,
has
the
some heat.
Campari drink.
Oh, okay.
The Campari drink made 2 cocktails in my opinion, but in this one I did 1.5 ounces of Campari, 2 ounces of the ginger Canton, Canton,
Day Canton.
yeah, 2 ounces of the Blanc vermouth, and then 1/4 ounce of chartreuse and 3 dashes of Peychaud's bitter. Peychaud's bitter. So that's a lot, but that's what it was. I think I need to back down the Campari a lot, probably down to an ounce or maybe 3/4 an ounce. So
Wait. The Campari? I thought you only put half an ounce in there.
no, I put a 1/4 ounce of
The green chartreuse.
curd juice, an ounce and a half of Campari.
No.
Yes.
What was the third liquor?
The ginger one.
Oh,
that was
right,
2
right.
ounces of that. That's why it was so big for, because I did big volumes of everything. So I think that the Campari needs to come down a lot, so the ginger and the Blanc can kind of sting a little bit more.
Tim, upon looking at the Benny Hunt specs, we don't have dry curacao.
So I asked, that's the triple sec I asked them to order. It's going to be a month or 2.
Yeah.
So we have normal triple sec, we have Cointreau, and we have Grand Marnier.
Yes.
So if you think one of those would be a good substitute,
Trevor says he'd play with it a bit. He thinks Aperol might be better than Campari.
I agree with that. That's why, yeah, because that's my whole thought process of bringing it back down. So
Yeah.
I think Aperol would be better though too, because it's just less intense.
My only complaint with this one was that it was a little bit syrupy.
Sure.
Like I want something to make it thinner,
Okay.
like mouthfeel wise.
Yeah. Here, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I want to keep drinking, even though you're gonna go to bed.
I got time. I have to be at work in 12 hours. Is Cointreau good for a dry curacao or not dry enough? Did you hear me?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
I actually have no idea because I've never had that triple sec that they keep talking about, so I can't reference anything. When they say dry curacao, I have no idea.
Oh.
I've never had that before.
Is Cointreau sweet?
To a degree, in my opinion. So Trevor, I'm gonna make that first cocktail again, but I'm gonna use Aperol like you suggested. I like that idea. I kind of always forget I have that because I just really like the bitterness of the Campari.
Tim says Contro is too sweet, but it depends on the cocktail.
Right. So it's probably too sweet for this one there. Oh, yeah.
And then Jess says she thinks it's kind of dry. Jess says we need a curacao tasting. When they get to try curacao, maybe we'll do that for one of these episodes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be super honest with you. With most of these tasting rooms we do, not like the ones we do, but the other Friday where we do the blind taste test, those are driven a lot by website SEO. And so triple
Always
sec.
the marketing manager.
Yeah, the triple sec is a keyword that's easy for us to outrank. So we can definitely. I'm waiting for us to get that dry one when we do the triple sec one.
Yeah. I just sampled the Contro, and it is very sweet. It's not as sweet as the De Kuyper's triple sec I used to make margaritas with in college. But it's still it tastes very sweet to me, so maybe not necessarily dry enough, depending on the cocktail, like I said. It's still very orangey, very good. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of a household name for a reason.
There's a lot of people out there that I've realized too that they either like Contro or they like Grand Marnier. There's like an either or.
But wouldn't Grand Marnier be more? Wouldn't Grand Marnier be sweeter than the
100%. But I'm saying like, yeah, exactly. But there's some people out there that do not like. I've seen not hateful like responses, but like, nope, I don't like that at all.
Jess, get on our level and get yourself a drink. If you're thirsty, drink.
What time is it in Arizona right now? Are you an hour?
Just 2 hours behind us, because we're in Arizona.
I don't know. Ask her, not me.
We're in Arizona. Do you live, Jess?
The whole state of Arizona is in the same time.
Yeah, but I don't think they...
It's the whole state.
Yeah, I don't think that they do the...
That's what I'm saying. It's either...
I know, but I was asking because my sister lives in Arizona.
I know that.
But...
Oh, okay, sorry. I'll just shut down. Do you want to hand me the last rocks glass, please?
We got lots of rocks glasses.
Oh, that's true.
Phoenix. My sister just moved to Scottsdale.
I think so, yeah.
Surprise. She lives in Surprise, which I think is a suburb of Scottsdale, which is a suburb of Phoenix. Anywho.
Okay, so what we have here is we have 1/4 ounce of chartreuse, 1 ounce of Aperol, 1 ounce of the ginger liqueur, and 1.5 ounces of the Blanc.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
I think the chartreuse comes through a little bit more in this one.
I 100% agree.
Because it's not taken over by the Campari. But it might be a little bit too sweet.
Yeah, I probably need to do 1 ounce of the Blanc sweet vermouth and not 1.5 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet we can honestly do without the ginger liqueur. Just throw that out.
Yeah, but those are the rules.
I
know.
We're past the rules now. Now we're trying to build a cocktail. We start with something fun, see what we can do. Tried it.
So
evaluated.
How many times in your mixology career did you do that for Winifred's or anywhere?
For what?
Like, how many times did you play the pick 3 and then fix it and actually have a cocktail end up on your menu?
Never.
Really?
It was back then when I first started my cocktail career, whatever. It was more of what do I want the cocktail to taste like, and how do I get that cocktail to taste like that?
Right.
And that's what I did. That's how I did it. Now in the past 2 years, it's more of what can I push the envelope
Right.
of things too.
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
So since you just released the 3 cocktails that changed your life video
yeah.
up here, put it up there later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right. Subverting the whole YouTube algorithm, the turning everything on its head. What's your favorite cocktail you've ever created?
I think I know.
Keep what
I
it
know.
did for you out of it. Like,
I know.
what is your favorite
I know.
to drink?
Trust me. I would say, honestly, the Bazinga or Mr. T.
Yeah.
Those were the funnest cocktails. I think I would like. I was just like floored with how good they are.
Yeah.
So the Bazinga is, again, if you don't know, I'm truly heartbroken because I made 2 videos about it. I'm just kidding. I really don't care. Is Saint Germain and Jim Beam Honey, equal parts. And then Mr. T was one of the first cocktails where I made myself use an ingredient that I didn't like, and
Right.
it was tea. I do not drink tea at all.
I love tea.
And
All
but
of the tea.
and when I made it, I was like, I know people like tea. Let's make tea. And I knew a mint julep was pretty popular, even though I know tea's not in that. But like in my mind,
It
things-
fits because mint goes in tea and mint is tea.
That was
yeah.
the whole point. Is a mint julep is bourbon, sugar, and mint. Okay.
Tim says the Bazinga's awesome. You
Yeah.
tried it. That's awesome. Thank you.
You know he tried it.
Do I?
Yes. Cause
Oh
he-
yeah, because we wanted to put
Champagne
champagne
in
in it.
Because that was the one his wife allowed him to do one cocktail out of all the creators on New Year's, and then he took that one, which I
That's
thank you, Tim.
honored.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Like,
heavy.
there's so
That's
many-
a lot of
yeah.
responsibility.
But Mr. T, I think, just works so well on so many levels, and I was just so surprised on how well it worked together.
Yeah.
And I'll drink that, and I can taste tea in it, and it's tea forward a lot with bourbon, sugar, and mint, but I still to this day will not just drink tea. Can't do it. It's not for me.
I love it.
You know, we make our own kombucha, which again, Riley makes kombucha. I do not. I just sit there and we talk about flavors and how do we think we're gonna flavor it
Right.
together.
I made kombucha, and then he brought me some tea, and it infected my SCOBY, so now I don't have a SCOBY.
Yeah.
Jess says that she needs to try the Mr. T, which yes you do, and
Yeah, the Mr. T, I'm definitely gonna release a video once you get springtime out because it is 100% a summertime cocktail. It is one of those ones where you just want to drink it. Like if I imagine myself back in the early 1900s, you know, sitting out on a hot summer day.
Benny Hunt's his favorite cocktail that he created. Says Tim. Trevor says the backstory with that episode was great and inspiring. He works in the oil field industry strictly for the money. Fair.
Heard that.
I work in human services and wish there was money in that because I love it. So we're on the opposite side, and I totally understand where you're coming from. Strictly for the money, but cocktails are his passion, and he really wants that to be his end game. And that video made him want to make it happen even quicker.
I really appreciate that, Trevor. Like, I mean, sorry, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
No, you.
I mean, I tell people like, if you knew me growing up, my family, my parents, they didn't drink. And I mean like they did not drink. They did not have liquor in the house or beer in the house or nothing. My parents did not drink, and so I really didn't start drinking until my mid-20s. And then just found out I was kind of good at it, you know, and just kept going with it. It's a fun process, you know, and it's definitely, I think it's more approachable than like, let's say becoming a chef.
Right. It's easier to get into.
Yeah. Cause it's, you know,
I mean, everybody can apply to be a bartender and learn to bartend, and then next thing you know, you're working your way up in the type of restaurants you're working in.
Yep, agreed.
And it's easier to learn on the job than it is in the culinary industry where you have to go to school for it.
Yep, I definitely think you can be a more Okay, I'm not trying to sidetrack with what I'm about to say, but like door mixologist. I get the word and I understand why people use it. So are you a mixologist or are you a bartender? Because we kind of think of the two. The bartender is just that person that works at the dive bar that's just pushing out beer and making like Jack and
Slinging
Cokes.
and drinks.
And drinks, you know, which is fine. I love those people because we go to those type of bars way more than you would ever imagine. But
Probably not. We live in Iowa. There's not many alternatives.
that's 100% true too. But then mixologists, I think there's different views on that term where it's like, ooh, you're pretentious. But it's like, well, then what's the difference between that, a chef, and a cook? Like that's how I kind of look at it. Am I a mixologist? Technically, probably yes. But like, I guess it's just the mindset of us living in Iowa, where that word is more pretentious,
right?
Than it is anything else,
right?
But besides that, I think Trevor, you're viewing, you're trying, you're doing all these things, you're making cocktails at home, to where, if you ever go work at a bar, you can easily say, I can make 40 of the classic cocktails, and say, here I go. And then the biggest thing is just learning how to make cocktails on your own.
Tim, sorry, sidetrack.
Yeah.
I'm going to add to that, but Tim says great BBW. And I used to work at Family Video, and when I would put movies away, there's a room in the back where BBW means something, and I'm trying to decide if you're talking about the same thing.
BBW Buffalo, not Buffalo Wild Wings.
No.
That's BBW.
No, it's the back room.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Bigger. Yeah. You don't get it, do you?
Big black women?
Yeah, there you go. I was trying to be subtle, but there you go.
Let's just put it out there.
Yeah. So anyway, back onto the 3 cocktails that changed his life thing. That was his opening line. Well, that wasn't his opening line. I'm Jess's favorite. Thank you.
It's all right.
But no, Carl, we met in a bar on New Year's Day, and I was drinking a Bloody Mary. And he made chit-chat small talk about movies because I said I had to work at Family Video. And he's like, I made a cocktail that tastes like a Bloody Mary but isn't a Bloody Mary. And I'm like, on board, sold. So that cocktail, because he invited me to his bar to have that cocktail, is the reason we are together. And, BB barbecue. But, Tim,
It's
barbecue
BBQ,
is a
not
Q.
BBW. Like, no.
He says his fingers are fat.
Oh, I wonder if he's talking about the barbecue places in Des Moines.
Jethro's?
Jethro's? Maybe.
There are a few good places for pretty much anything you could want here. Using your passion to grab the ladies, Carl, my favorite.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I was single when I won that award, and for the next 2 years almost, I was single. And
He rode. No, you won in 2013, and you met me January 1st of 2014. We met on New Year's Day.
But we didn't start hanging out until March, so.
Right.
Okay, I guess that's 6 months. 2 years, 6 months. Potato, tomato.
When you're drunk all the time, it feels like
it feels the same. Okay. She gives me crap about this all the time. I was not using it as my opening line.
No. He did not ever anticipate
No.
reaching out to me at all.
It
It was a very much a hi, bye thing. And
yeah, we were both sitting in a bar by ourselves at 11 in the morning on New Year's Day.
I was hungover. I had just driven home from Des Moines, which is 2.5 hours. It's a drive. And I needed to go to work at Family Video. I needed to go put movies away and deal with customers on New Year's Day because they had late fees and I didn't want to pay the late fees. And, you turned the movie in late, man. But
You still got to deal with those
I
people.
needed nachos.
Yes, Tim, now I'm super hungry. Now I really want
Their
barbecue.
nachos are phenomenal, too.
They had a smoked chicken nacho.
They were one of the first restaurants in Cedar Rapids that I remember that had a smoker in-house.
Yeah, and they did it on a regular basis. Not once a month thing. Every day.
Every day. Smoked nachos.
And they had a really good craft beer program. Because at the time, his name's Adam.
Shout out to Adam.
Adam, which he'll never see this.
No, wait. I don't remember his last name.
I don't remember either. But he had a great sense of what would sell, what wouldn't, and just pick things that you just would not see every day at a bar.
Yeah.
And at that time, they had 40 to 45 taps.
62.
62.
62.
Yeah.
We met because I'm a beer drinker turned cocktail drinker. So I'm a convert. But I still love craft beer.
Oh,
he
yeah,
still works for a craft brewery. Like, well, he's laid off from.
Right now.
But yeah, it's beer. I learned how to drink in the UK, and coming back to America, and
That's a movie.
I know it is. Coming back to America and drinking as an adult because I turned 21 in the UK, and trying Budweiser for my first beer.
Trevor says I'm his favorite. I'm capturing the ladies with my drinking skills.
That's fine.
If you can make a lady fall for you with your drinking skills,
it's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. Guys, really, the bar is so low. The bar is so low. All you have to do is text them the next day. That's it. Like, hey, I had fun with you. Can we meet up again? That's it. Guys, if we went out with you the first time, that's it. The bar is so low.
I know, dating's different now, babe.
No, it's not.
It kinda is.
No. It has been that way for years, and I know it.
What kind of barbecue sauce are you making, Tim? I love we love barbecue sauces. Like we make our own. We make like
he makes his own.
We make it's nothing like amazing. It's just it's good. I'll use like a bourbon, brown sugar, ketchup, garlic. Your basic barbecue things. It's not spectacular, but it's good for what we would like at some point. But we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we also like buying random barbecue shit too. Like we'll go spend like $25 on like, let's buy this bottle, let's buy this bottle, let's buy this bottle.
And to be fair, in Iowa, that'll buy you 6 bottles.
Yeah.
Ish. Anywhere from 4 to 6 bottles.
Yeah.
I'm more of a salsa person. I make salsa and guac and things that I worked in a Mexican restaurant for a minute, and like I just like the chunky texture of things, so I'll do that. Mango salsa is one of my good go-tos.
She makes these really good fish tacos where the fish itself is whatever, but it's the mango sauce that you make is
Why are we talking about food?
Because Tim talked about he's hungry now, and now I'm hungry, and now
I'm hungry.
Damn it, Tim!
Jess says she adds peaches and bourbon to her barbecue sauce. And
I bet that'd be baller.
We should make a peach and bourbon drink soon.
I did make that peach cobbler for that martini shake-off thing. That wasn't bourbon though.
Trevor says that when he met his wife, she owned a bar with her boyfriend, and she won him over with, "I'd drink your bathwater." 6 weeks later, he moved across the country, and her boyfriend moved out of the country. And they married 6 months later, and together 10 years.
Wow.
That's amazing. Like, sometimes when you know, man.
Right.
Like, we moved in together after, what, 4 months
4 or 5
of being...
months.
No, it was like 2 months of being official, but like 4 months of seeing each other.
Right. Because we were just hanging out for a couple of months, then we're like, are we going
And his
now?
friends were like, so are you guys, like, a thing or not? I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to put labels on it.
So one of my best friends, her name's Lexi, she warned her, like, don't get too attached to Carl.
Because he's very,
And here we are.
Yep.
But Lexi, I love you. You are an amazing person.
Yes. Thank you for all of the heads up you've given, and it has made me able to cope with this asshole.
And I just found out last night that after 6 months of her and I dating, her and her best friend. So in Iowa, I don't know how it is in other states, but in Iowa, you can go to Iowa Courts Online and look people's backgrounds up.
No, you can't look up their backgrounds. You can look up their
arrest records.
No, their court records.
Their court records.
It's Iowa Courts Online. So you can go and you can search their name and their date of birth if you have it, preferably their date of birth, because you have to filter a little bit if there's the same name.
So many of these motherfuckers are going to go look me up right now. Which I don't care. I'm not like ashamed of my background. I just don't openly talk about it. But anyways, she told me after 7 years, she goes, we did that. I'm like, what? You just tell me now?
Well, I mean, to be fair, so you have to know what the codes mean. Like,
no, you click on, they'll tell you. You click on the code and it'll tell you what the code means.
No, but some of them are just like...
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it gives you a
Yeah,
pretty.
I mean, you have a pretty good
Okay,
idea.
and let's stop. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. My background is not that bad.
It's all alcohol.
It's all
offenses.
it's all public intox, speeding, no insurance. It's not like I'm a felon or anything. It's just whatever, you know. Anyways, how the hell did we get here?
I don't know. But anyway, Jess says she did one over the summer. Peach iced tea with bourbon. It's freaking delicious. I bet it is.
Do a video on that. How about this? How about Jess?
Maybe she already did. Maybe she's telling you to check out her videos.
Jess, did you do a video on that? No, because you. But if you have not, let's do a collab video, kind of like what me and Liquid Mamar do, and we'll do like summertime tea-ish drinks.
Yes.
And do that together. So I'm basically putting you on the spot live on YouTube right now.
Tim says he does tomato sauce based, brown sugar, chipotle paste, all the regular stuff, but lots of bourbon. That sounds
She
about
did.
right.
I did. LOL. Okay, fine. I'll go back in your weapon. I hate live all the time.
She says she's so in. Sold.
Cool.
Cool. And when we come visit my sister, we'll let you know. Go visit me.
Did they say how far they're away?
It was a suburb of Phoenix.
Oh, I thought you said Scottsdale.
Well, yes, suburb. Scottsdale is a suburb of Phoenix, and I believe Surprise is a suburb of Scottsdale. I don't know. It's in there somewhere.
So yes, Jess, it'd be cool to hang out with you. It'd be cool to see your sister, whatever. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is going to Jerome. Tool is my favorite band in the whole wide world. Like, no questions asked, whatever. The lead singer, Maynard, owns a winery in Jerome. And I want to go there because the wine and the food sounds fantastic.
Also, Tool
It's
and
fantastic.
Perfect Circle and Pussifer.
Pussifer.
Like, all three are great bands.
Yeah.
Trevor says, and with the food and drinks Jess makes, my wife's lucky I met her when I did, or I'd be moving out of my country.
Yeah, Jess makes some great looking stuff. Like, Jess is great. Her videos are great because she's not a bartender or a mixologist. She just kind of does what she wants to do and figures things out. You know, she did the whole bourbon and Nutella infusion thing, which we still need to try. I think that'd be baller.
Sold.
You know,
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a bunch of wineries up there, she says, and she'll take us drinking. Sold.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. But
Nutella and bourbon.
Yeah, that'd go great. It's like a Frangelico means bourbon.
Yeah? Frangelico. Peanut butter and jelly shots. We don't have any
We don't do
Frangelico.
Frangelico.
Maynard James Keenan is such an enigma. Correct. That is absolutely correct.
Do you want to know how much I love Tool? And
I mean, if you like Tool, you've noticed, or
no, because everyone doesn't notice. They always say it's a shark.
Oh, that's true.
So this tattoo is from the Tool's first EP, Opiate, which is the priest. This is half the priest's face.
So Trevor says, when you're as talented as he is, that's a RWCIOW for success, and I assume he meant recipe.
Trevor, how many beverages have you had?
And Tim says he's going back to mezcal. Ooh, what was that drink you made yesterday? Let's make another one of those.
Ooh. So, do you guys know that Louis, his name's Louis, and I don't know his last name. I'm really bad at names. But it's just his first and last name. That's his channel. His name's Louis. He owns a restaurant in Boston. He has channels. He's actually doing really well. But do you guys know who he is? I know the recipe by heart.
Yeah, but I'm going to look it up.
Because the name of it.
Is it F? Louis Fernandez?
Yes.
Never mind how many he says, but instead of the R, he hit W again. Bye, Jess. Have a good night.
Oh, bye, Jess. Thank you for stopping by.
The Medicina Latina is the recipe that we're talking about. Carl made this last night just for giggles. And, well, yeah, it sounded good, giggles, whatever. And it's phenomenal. So here are the specs, and I'm sure we'll remember to link it. I'll write it down so we remember to link the video. So it's 2 ounces of tequila, 3/4 ounce of lime juice.
2 tequila.
Yeah, 1/2 ounce of honey, 1/2 ounce of ginger syrups, both, and a bar spoon of mezcal. And Trevor says he has a new phone and it doesn't know his fake words yet. I get that. That's why I've had my phone for 2.5 years, and I will keep it until it dies.
Yeah, we both have Samsung
S9s.
and we both really like it, and we haven't messed up. Okay, so this is me being super not smart or just total blunt. What time zone are you in, Trevor?
Alberta. Isn't Alberta...
Babe, you want to list off that recipe to give me again? How much lime juice?
I thought you knew it by heart.
I know.
3/4 of an ounce. And 1/2 of each.
1/2 of each, okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Is the lime juice, I couldn't remember if it was 1/2 or 3/4. All right, so...
Alberta is north of, like, Idaho and Montana.
Okay,
So they're probably an hour behind us.
They're mountain time then.
The S20 Ultra. Did
Yeah.
they skip 11 through 19? Mountain time.
So I think they did that so they can sync up the year with their model numbers.
Yeah, they're an hour behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been one of those people that just like hops on the technology train. If it works, it's gonna keep working until it doesn't, and then I'll buy something new. And because I wanted to learn all my fake words and I don't want it to relearn it again, he had me switch to the Gboard instead of the Samsung keyboard, and that was a nightmare.
But
Tim says his wife has an S5. Please tell her to get a new phone. I can't. Like, if it still works.
Does it still work for her?
Like, the only reason, I think I've gone every 2. No, wait, I had an S2 and then an S4, S6, and then I jumped to an S9. So I was on every 2 years.
We both have very good dancing skills.
Yes.
We're going to start our own other YouTube channel.
No.
No.
But the only reason, I remember the reason I switched from the S2 to the S4. Wait, when did the S4 come out? Was that 14?
Don't even ask me.
I don't know. I upgraded because of him. Like, I remember upgrading because my phone was dying at my friend's house, and I had charged it, and then an hour later, it was dead because I was texting him.
Trying to get that booty.
Tim said the microphone is trash. Do you use the phone function? Because I can think of maybe 5 times in the past year that I've actually called him. So, like, do you guys talk on the phone, or?
He's old school, right, Tim?
I mean, that's presumptuous.
Hey, I like to
But also
dangle assumptions out there because I'm usually pretty correct.
But I mean, I guess if they're video chatting and shit,
Well,
yeah, she probably needs to get a new phone.
If her job involves calling people all the time, you know. I don't know what she does for a living.
Oh yeah.
Shit, I don't even know, Tim, what do you do for a living? We know Trevor is an oil guy, which is crazy.
I work with adults with disabilities, so that's fun.
I work with liquor. So, let me ask you guys if you guys agree with this. The word mixologist is just the politically correct version of a professional alcoholic.
I don't think politically correct. I think it's the resume version.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it is the resume version of
Kinda what I mean,
professional
like, you know,
alcoholic.
it's
Yeah, you're right, but if she's on speaker, she sounds like she's underwater. Yeah.
So when you're 13 cocktails into him, then you kind of know exactly what she's talking about.
So what you want her to do is wait till the next Galaxy comes out and then have her get the S20 whatever. So like, and when the S21 gets released, Just have her get the S20 because it'll be free
He's
on
a
your
structural engineer.
plan.
Cool.
So it's like architecture and shit.
Yeah. Bridges, possibly
Yeah.
buildings. So I wanted to be an architect back in the day. I was actually going to school to be a CAD drafter and then transferred to Iowa State University to be an architect. But then I realized the first year of school at Iowa State was all hand drawing. Can you draw realistic scenes? I'm like, I can't draw a basket of fruit.
Bye,
So-
guys. Half-Lit says they're leaving. So, Eric and Shelby.
Bye, Eric and
Bye.
Shelby.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Tim's old balls. He retires? He's definitely retired, I think is what he meant to say.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
But night Half-Lit, I'll sub you guys for sure, as you should.
Yeah, what's great about Half-Lit is they're only like 4 hours away from us, and I think the Rockford, Illinois area, and one of our favorite breweries is only 45 minutes from them. So
Yep.
we've already talked, and we want to do a
Crafting
collab.
Cocktails and Stuff is here.
Woo!
Hi,
Ryan
guys.
and Lucy.
Yep.
Is it Ryan
Ryan.
or Ryan?
It's R-Y-N-E, so it's
Yeah.
Ryan. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
That's
we're
an
we're
assumption.
asking,
Yep.
and we are very blunt. We'll ask people directly.
Tim
'cause-
says he works on bridges, mainly the electronics
yeah.
aspects.
Okay, cool. That's nice.
Trevor says Riley reads my fake words better than my phone. That's because I've spent enough time reading and writing them.
Please, you guys will realize sometimes like who responds to messages on social media. Like you can instantly tell, is it Riley or Carl?
So it's always Carl because I work.
All the time.
Like I'm lucky if I work 70 hours a week. That's a light week for me. So when I am going through and reading comments, I'm like, just proofread, man. Just read it out loud once before you hit enter. Like that's all you gotta do.
You know, I try really hard, and she doesn't think I do, but I do. But
I'm good time.
But I make the cocktails, I film the cocktails, I edit the cocktails, I build the website, edit the website, learn about marketing, learn about SEO, learn. I can't do everything. I'm sorry. I can't do everything.
Okay, you say you learn about marketing, but you spent the past 7 years doing that. So you know a lot more. It is a lot of you watching YouTube videos is what you do, which is fine. It's great. I love it, but Ryan, yes.
No, we want to be respectful because, like, I get it. Like, and again,
I have a friend of the family who's a relative who named their kid Ryan, but had an H in it. But like that definitely educated me as to how to pronounce that name.
Yeah.
Also, isn't it like I don't know.
I don't know.
I lost my train of thought. We've had a couple cocktails.
Right, a couple. So I don't know. Did I tell you, Crafting Cocktails? Lucy and her mom have a channel basically where they talk about being British and living in the United States.
Yeah, that's gotta be wild.
I watched a couple episodes, you know, and if I remember right, he started the cocktail channel because he wanted to do something on his own, and his wife is helping him because I think his wife and her mom's channel.
Rob's back. Also, so
If I got that wrong, Ryan, then let me know. Like,
how many subs do we need before we can start memberships?
I don't know. Is there a number on that? Can we start that whenever?
I don't know. I thought you sat here all day learning about YouTube and marketing and stuff.
I don't know everything. Okay, fine. Bye, guys.
Trevor, Rob says, Trevor, first you need to be monetized.
You have to be monetized first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1,000.
400, 1,000.
We need.
I don't know why I think
we
400.
need. Hold on. We're at. I thought you had to be at 1,000 for YouTube join, which we were talking about in our group that I think YouTube joins better than Patreon.
No, they just roll that feature out to you once you're monetized. is what Rob says.
Right, so you have to have at least 1,000 before
Right.
you can even introduce. So we're at 244 subs, so we need 756 more subscribers,
Yep. That many.
which is cool. Like, I'm super happy where we're at with subs, and we appreciate everyone
Yep.
who has helped us along this journey.
100%. You're keeping him sane, to be honest. COVID has really messed with his life more than mine. I take care of people who are in fragile medical states anyway, so like I'm always going to have a job. But Trevor says we need you guys upped quick.
Need
But yeah,
what?
he needs us upped quick.
Oh,
So yeah, I will always have a job. My field is very a lot of people say thankless, but I don't think it is. But there's always spots for me, not necessarily in marketing or in any type of cocktails, or like the pandemic has really fucked up everything in the hospitality industry, as it were. So this has been keeping him sane. So I appreciate all you guys more than you know, because he gets grumpy. And the more he has to do here, the less grumpy he is with me, and I love it. So I appreciate you guys all.
I appreciate everyone too. You know I appreciate you, but I also appreciate everyone else because it's fun talking cocktails with everyone else and having fun like this on a Friday night. We're all hanging out.
Yeah, we're hanging out, but we're not hanging
Hanging
out
out.
because COVID.
COVID. But so Ryan said I was correct that he wanted to get on the fun and do something on his own, and so that's why he did. He started the cocktail channel with him and his wife.
Rob says you also need 4,000 watch hours, and that's the tough part, and these live streams help.
100%.
Absolutely,
So,
they do.
I told her from the beginning we need to do things that provide longer watch hours in our cocktails because I did not want to do 8-10 minute long cocktail videos.
But whose idea was the tasting room?
I don't know.
Whose
It
idea was live streaming?
I don't know. I think we both openly discussed it correctly.
Oh, did we?
I think in the shower we were both talking about it and we
Oh,
both
yeah?
decided correctly that's
Oh, we
what we
did.
wanted to do.
That's what happened.
Mhm.
No, I remember sitting on my chair there, and you were sitting on your chair there. And I was like, we should do a live stream.
Maybe. Tomato, potato.
When Trevor says when COVID's over, we all need a Vegas trip.
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas one time.
You
and
had mono when you went to
I
Vegas.
know.
It doesn't count.
I did
It
not
doesn't
have fun.
Yeah, you were in your hotel room the entire. You ventured out like a couple times.
I walked the strip exactly one time. That was my goal. I was there for a week, and I was so miserable. But I wanted to walk
we had
the
just
strip.
started dating, so I'm like, all right.
Tim says all we need is a pool table and a karaoke machine, and Trevor says he has both, but it needs to be in the U.S. of A.
We unfortunately are not allowed in Canada for like 4 more years.
Yeah, okay. That's all we need to say about that.
Move forward.
Yeah, so we could do like northern Minnesota. That'd be like.
I bet though Vegas. I bet everyone could get cheap flight.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know the flight price
true.
wise. You know, and if we call a hotel like, hey, look.
Trevor says, well, we're not all doing an Iowa trip. That's fair. I mean, if I don't blame you.
Yeah,
but
no.
There's some good stuff here, but
I mean,
I wouldn't travel from Canada for it.
No.
Unless I had family that lived in Guttenberg. Mila.
She's never watching this.
Oh, she might. She probably won't. Tim says his best friend lives in Vegas.
Nice.
Tyler says there's corn. There is corn.
There is corn.
There's a lot of that. There's also a lot of soybeans.
Yeah. I mean, Iowa's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Iowa is the fact that a cocktail you would pay $20 for in New York, you'd pay $8 for here.
Yeah. I mean, the price, it costs a lot less, so, I mean, you know.
It's great because if you're trying to, like, my idea on the topic is we could move somewhere that's expensive to live, but have all of the great stuff around us, but have to stay there. Or we could live somewhere cheap and travel other places and be able to afford that.
Right. Does he dance on a pole then?
I don't understand. I'm confused.
His best friend?
Oh, right. I
Maybe.
get it.
Like,
Maybe.
We can go to the Bunny Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch? That's in Reno.
It's between Reno and Vegas, I believe.
Okay, either way.
I'm just kidding. Anyways.
Pretty sure it's Reno because prostitution is not legal in Vegas, but it is legal
It's outside of Vegas, I think,
Right.
city limits. HBO had a documentary about it.
If anyone comes to Maryland, I got you.
Oh, Tim, we're already all planning
We're
to go
planning
to
it,
Maryland.
yeah.
Like, you don't know it yet. We're all
Like,
going to
we'll
show up on your
come
house.
see you.
Yeah, Maryland is probably 14 to 16-hour drive, I think, for us, if we were just to drive it out.
Yeah.
I guess it depends where you are in Maryland, and I don't know.
And
If
it
you
depends
told me
on
a
what
city,
route we take. It's more about
Yeah.
what route we take. It's do we want to hit highways and less mountains, or do we want to hit more mountains and more scenery? What do you think?
I think we should just wrap a bow tie on this beautiful thing. Yeah?
Sure.
No?
Sure.
What do you guys think? I mean,
My friend was my battle buddy when I was in the army. That's fair.
YouTube raid on Tim's house.
I'm sure Tim would love it. Like, Tim would be pumped.
I'm just gonna stroll in all slow-mo with
Tim's gonna be like, I was the first one here, guys.
Yeah, first.
He says my address
Mine
is.
All of a sudden, he hears a knock at the door.
One more drink, he says.
One more. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, one more. I like that idea. So let me ask you guys all this. It's,
60-second cocktails is here.
I have a
Hey,
deck.
Vino. He's got $17.
for a handy.
In Iowa, you can get like 6 drinks for that.
Handy
If you're
round.
drinking PBR, you get those for $2.50 a bottle, so you can get lots of alcohol for that.
Okay, what should we? I don't know what I want. Do we want something desserty or do we want something
Desserty.
desserty?
We have all of those chocolate liqueurs for the upcoming chocolate liqueur video on Friday. Link is going to be placed somewhere when it comes out.
in a week. Subscribe and like.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. YouTube.
I'm sure they all keep subscribed.
I know. So we need at least one more drink because Vino's in the house, says Trevor. But also, I agree. Trevor says $17, love you long time. In Iowa, that's probably accurate. In New York, not so much.
How much do you trust me?
Enough to marry you, but not enough to trust you with the situation.
What? You would? Come on, trust me. With...
Oh, you brought the coconut thing out.
Yeah.
I trust you a lot.
Okay. See.
So he made his own
Coconut
homemade
cream.
coconut cream.
Lopez, everyone knows what Lopez is. So I watched the episode with Steve the bartender, and they did that. And, and it was so funny. The episode was just like coconut milk, sugar. That's the episode. I mean, it was 4.5 minutes, but that... Steve the bartender is funny, because sometimes he has these little funny moments where he just does stuff like that. I'm like...
Vino says, is this where the Degenerates hang out? Degenerates is a good album by one of my favorite bands.
what's
Name that band. No, we saw them live. You should know.
Fall Out Boy?
No. Nope. Not the same concert, though.
I Prevail?
No. That concert.
Or what's the other band we saw? Bear Claw, Bear Tooth.
No, it's not Beartooth.
The other band?
Yeah, the other one.
I don't
The
remember.
headliner.
All That Remains, All That Remember.
I didn't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Trevor says they have a store in Vancouver that sells XOXO something for $10 a can. Nope. I don't know what that means.
XOXO.
There's so much to that. So just a, oh, is it all on the
Lopez is probably what he meant.
floor? Is it all on the floor? Is all the chocolate stuff on the floor? Oh, it's so far down there. Never mind.
I got you, babe.
Milli Vanilli?
So do you think the one alive member of Milli Vanilli and the one alive member of Criss Cross should join together and make a new band? No, is that too soon?
I don't know what that means.
Millie
Coco Lopez.
Coco. Yeah, that's what I meant. Lopez. Coco Lopez. Yeah, same thing.
I don't know what that is either.
It's the can. It's like, it's basically what I made, but already pre-made. It's called Lopez. It's already pre-sugared coconut cream.
Oh.
If I showed you the can, you're like, oh, I know what that is. Or it's like in that white.
Trevor says, Jesus, this phone. Yes, it's the phone. Okay, I'm sure.
Where is all the chocolate?
I don't know where'd you put it.
What do you want? Godiva?
All three of them.
All three of them.
No, I'm just gonna preview to Friday's episode.
Oh, I got you.
Preview to Friday's episode here.
So next Friday's episode, we try all three
Wait,
chocolate.
it's not this coming Friday?
Well, we're on
like a
Friday.
week from today?
Yes, a week from today.
Yeah, this coming Friday because today doesn't count.
Yeah, so next Friday. We're going to do all three chocolate liqueurs and try a chocolate martini.
Chocolate,
So
alcohol,
I'm going to go this one.
chocolate, and alcohol.
Guys, this next video is for you so you can make your women happy. I'm not doubting you don't make your women happy. I'm just saying, like...
Give it a little extra something, something.
Get a little something, something. You got that Mozart? Give me a little of that Mozart.
Oh, put it away.
Get a little something, something.
A little something, something.
Yeah. So what do you guys' wives think about you guys being so involved with this cocktail community on YouTube?
Yeah, are they as supportive as I am? Are they exasperated as I am? Because there's probably a combination of the two. But I'm on board simply because Trevor says, oh, that's a chocolate lineup. It is a chocolate lineup,
Yeah.
and it's great.
What is this?
Isn't that what you just put everything in?
Yeah.
You just put the coconut cream in the other one?
Yeah, I just separated it.
Rob says lots of eye rolling.
Lots of what?
Lots of eye rolling.
Oh.
Man, I get dizzy sometimes.
Shut up.
And Vino says his wife feels like me.
Yeah.
So,
What? What were you going to say?
did he not do that?
You told me
Okay,
to
thanks.
shake differently.
Trevor, that's precisely what I'm talking about, man.
What's that?
So, Vino says my wife feels like Riley, so she's pretty pumped about it, but otherwise, but sometimes it's frustrating. And Trevor says my wife isn't a drinker, but she likes it. She knows I'm grumpy when I'm bored. And
Yeah.
Tim says she's cool because she sees my happiness. My wife doesn't have a choice, says crafting cocktails.
Well, she does those videos with you, so it's not like...
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you guys are all saying. I mean, obviously, I know your wives are on board.
Rob says my wife told me to get a hobby, so I got a bar.
Well, you told
pretty
me.
much what happened here.
Yeah.
That's the short version of what happened here.
I know this is not a glass. This is a coffee glass. We're running out of glasses.
It tastes like chocolate milk.
With a little coconut in there.
No, it just tastes like chocolate milk. Maybe a little on the back end, but
Yeah.
just, chocolate milk from the carton in school.
Mm.
That's what it tastes like. Rob, I also told Carl to get a hobby, and I knew it would be mixology. I knew it would be cocktails. I knew it would be liquor. And you know what? The way I look at it is, we used to spend a lot of money when we would go out drinking for a night.
$60 a night, easy.
Right, but just for concept, that's a lot for us, maybe not for other people.
Right.
So we would spend a lot of money to us going out drinking. And then we decided to get the bar. Well, he decided to make the bar. He built all this stuff. He's very handy. And I was, I looked at it as an investment in my future drunkenness and not having to drive home, which is
Yes.
great.
Those Uber trips were getting expensive.
Yes. And Carl is very much an extrovert. He likes to be around people. He likes to be places. He likes to talk to people. And I don't. If I have to be in real pants, I don't want to be there. I don't. And that's why I'm wearing pajama pants right now. Like, I don't want to be there. So I was on board because it keeps me in the house, and eventually we're gonna save money. Are we saving money now? Yeah.
But we're investing.
But I mean,
into
in
the
the grand
idea
scheme of things, like cost versus production, yes, we've saved a lot of money versus like $10 cocktails versus like $4 at home, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. But Trevor says, did I say this? She gets a kick out of channels, or she gets a kick when channels make the drinks he creates. I also do that.
Dude, send us. I mean, I guess we follow each other on Instagram, so I'm assuming you post that stuff. Okay.
Tim says he has too many hobbies.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. So uber honest. Like when I make my videos, I have kind of like ideas of. When I make my recipe ones, I wanted to tell the reason why I changed stuff or why I did this or did that. And that's the reason I do my recipes. I don't want to just do a cocktail just to do a cocktail. But on Instagram, I'll post people's cocktails that we do and try and like and give us a review on it. You know, so Trevor, if there's one you want us like, you're super proud of, let us know and we'll try it.
Yeah.
And like
100%.
100%. I love trying.
We'll do one of these for it.
Yeah.
Tim says he has too many hobbies.
What other hobbies you got, bro?
Yeah, tell us about those. Because Carl needs...
I like playing poker.
Yeah. He also builds things. He built all of this, I said before, but...
I like woodworking. I kind of...
His dad got him into that. Crafting cocktails. Lucy and Ryan say, once we all start making money, the wives will be 100% on board. I mean, I guess I've been 100% on board from the beginning, but I'll be happier.
Happier, right?
Like,
woohoo! I don't have to flip someone else is paying for all our liquor.
Yeah. Tim says his wife shops everywhere. I don't. I try to avoid going anywhere. I started doing Stitch Fix because I didn't want to go to the store and I needed clothes. Trevor says, Riley, that's our exact scenario. I live to mingle. My wife hates it, so the fact that we can have friends here instead of meeting at the bar, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like being on camera. I don't like the fact that, like, it's always going to be there, but I would rather do this than go out.
I like to go and do things and go out in public, but I also like to go to breweries and try beers and stuff like that because sometimes you just have to. But now, being unemployed and doing more of this, I'm getting more of like, I don't like to leave the house as much. I mean, I still do because I need to go out. We go to the gym.
Yep.
You know, obviously get groceries.
Yep.
And stuff like that. But only once in a great while we're like, let's go to a bar. That's what's really when we have friends over.
Yeah. So Trevor, the bar top is kind of sealed. It has a very light coat of sealer on it.
I put 6 coats of sealer on it. Wasn't enough. Right.
So it's got a very light coat of sealer on it, but not enough. Yes, we are virtual bar hopping. That is what we're doing. Oh, that should be a thing. We should just do a channel for that and have all of us.
Well, it's kind of what Avino's doing, his pub crawl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was telling someone else in Discord earlier today, we need to figure out to do a 24-hour live stream, and like have just different people come in and out throughout 24 hours.
That's a lot.
Oh.
24 hours in one day of the week, right? Like not like.
Oh yeah, just one consistent live stream, 24 hours.
Every day? Or just like one day a week?
No, just one time. One time, do a 24-hour live stream.
Okay.
Like like those PBS marathons that they do, like to raise money, like you know, Parks and Rec, you know, the thing like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Tim says he built a 1/24th scale model cars. He loves shooting pool. He collects shot glasses from 6 continents, and he's a sports car fanatic.
Oh, nice.
Rob says he'll need a babysitter. We collect beer glasses.
Yeah, that's our
thing. When we met, we were craft beer drinkers, and every time we go somewhere, every time we travel, we go to the local brewery, and we get one of their glasses. So
yeah, anytime we went to so concert, live music is our thing. We both love live music. So anytime we go see live music, on the trip up there, she'll be on her phone looking at breweries, restaurants, and then we just kind of decide like what sounds good. We go there. And I would say 90% of the time, we are really happy with what we found. There's
Yeah.
obviously sometimes you get that one like, it was okay,
Yeah.
which is fine. You
see,
can't count.
The thing about okay is it's still alcohol.
It's still-
so you still
right.
or like it's like pizza. Pizza, it might not taste great, but it's still pizza. That's kind of how it is with the breweries that we've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we haven't been to any that are just like downright bad.
No,
Like,
because what's great
it's still beer.
what happens in this world, in age of time, is there's so many craft breweries coming out. You can't be mediocre anymore. You have to be somewhat good at what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, so it's pushing the envelope of like, and I think that's the same with cocktails, right? You're like, everyone's pushing each other to be better because you do not want to be the guy or person that's known as like making not good shit. 'Cause
Right.
people are going to want to. Sorry, I got issue with my nose.
Ryan says that that we need a virtual poker game going.
Okay, I'm down with that. I would play a lot. In Iowa, we don't have a lot of big stakes, so 1-2 no limit was usually like what we had. There was one casino in Iowa that would play 5-10, and I would never play that. That's way beyond my means, but I love playing poker. It's so fun.
Tim says he loves traveling. I also love
Yes.
traveling to a degree. I also really like being home. But like I said, I work 70 hours a week is short for me.
Yeah.
So I sleep at work a lot. I like being home because I'm not home as much as most people.
Right. One of our goals. Do we want to? I mean, whatever.
Sure.
So our goal is the tasting room. Is where we try different cocktails, liquors, and give you our opinion. Our feedback is, we would love after my kids graduate high school, which will be in 2 more years, is we would love for
To take
her and I
tasting room on the road.
on the road and go to bars and restaurants and do videos with different bartenders, different restaurants, and give, and talk about spirits, talk about cocktails with other people, like what we're doing here on YouTube, but just take it on the road, visit these places, because I think, it was, I think it's a missing component, and
Yeah.
I think
It's like travel journaling or
Right.
travel journalism.
right.
But
So that's our
Our
goal.
style.
That is our goal, is to kind of like bring this to the forefront where, we don't need to make $1 million. We're never going to be those people that want to make $1 million and just be super. We just wanted to be able to afford what we were doing
right.
and just save a little bit off to the side.
Right.
I mean,
Or
so
when we get old.
yeah. But
Um,
that's so. If you ever want to know what Alchemix is doing, that's where we're going to go in the future. That is our ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Is to travel around the United States, do that, and if that ever becomes successful, go to Europe for like 3 months. She studied abroad in Wales for 6 months when she went to college, and she loved it. I've never been outside the United States, and there's so many places I want to go visit.
Trevor says he loves concerts. He and his wife go on the Monsters of Rock cruise regularly. I don't know what that is. Tim says he set foot on 5 continents and he's got
Nice.
Australia in his sights.
Dude, it'd be awesome if we all, like a bunch of us, go and visit Steve the bartender.
Yes, sweet.
like
Plans for 2025. Let's go.
2025, bro.
That's in our sights.
Yeah.
And Trevor says it could almost be a consulting blog, help bars with creating and refining drinks while traveling.
I like that idea
It's like,
too.
what's that show that you watched? The Bar
Rescue?
Yeah, that one.
Ugh. Like, okay, have you guys seen Bar Rescue, and what are your thoughts about it? Because I have my own big thoughts about it. And I think you've already realized what my thoughts about that show is. All right, so I got to do both jobs now. Shrimp on the Barbie. Yes. I love it. Assuming Steve would open the bar for us, Vino, we would knock that shit down. No. From what I've seen, Steve, I mean, he owns a gin or vodka line, right? And then from what I've seen, at least before COVID, he had his own like what am I trying to think? Craft beer cocktail company, or catering company. There we go. Catering company is I think that's kind of like what his business was before YouTube became very successful for him in the obviously COVID. But yes, Trevor, I agree. It's very annoying and staged. Because when I got into mixology, bar rescue was becoming a thing, and everyone asked me, "Oh, do you watch bar rescue? Do you like it?" I was like, "No, I want to punch that guy in the face." He's very annoying. People don't talk to people like that. And my biggest complaint about that show is if you're trying to teach people how to become a better bar owner and bar manager, you can't do it in 1 week. You can't change 10 years of bad habits in 5 days. Like, some people, yes. There's people like, oh, it just clicks for them. But I would say 80 to 90% of those people are going to keep the same principles and policies towards, what they're doing. Ryan, yes, a UK trip. Belgium is my #1 destination in Europe. Yeah, I said mine. Riley's in the UK, but I want to go to Belgium because of the Trappist monks and the Trappist beers and stuff like that. That's where I want to go do. And Italy. I love Italian food.
I'm switching to beer, guys.
I'm
sorry. I studied at the University of Bangor for 6 months, so going back to the UK is like a dream for me. I have friends in Carnarvon, and I have a friend in Bulgaria. I think Reese moved to Bulgaria, but Bar Rescue is annoying and staged. Sure, yeah. I never watched it, but that's what Carl's biggest complaint is. Ireland would be a blast. You would think that. I love Ireland. I loved Ireland. I enjoyed Wales a lot more just because I felt like I got more bang for my buck. And I felt like there were so many people in Ireland that were tourists. And when I was in Wales, I was like, hey, this is everything I wanted Ireland to be, but cheaper. And also there are less tourists here. So that would be super fun. I would also love to see Spain. When I was in college, I read, what was it? I can't remember the name of the book, but it was a Hemingway book about the running of the bulls in Pamplona, and I would love to see that. Italy is amazing. My sister went when she studied abroad, and she said it was amazing. We've got to see Barcelona. I would love to go to Barcelona. I remember being in a hostel in Germany. In Frankfurt, we stayed on the red light district because the hostel was like €12 a night. And we, in our hostel dorm, there were gentlemen from Barcelona. They were speaking Catalan. And I know enough Spanish to get by. So it was interesting to hear what they were talking about. Specifically us. My traveling companion and I. It was interesting.
Yeah. No, I mean, growing up, we traveled throughout the United States. I've been to some places, I've enjoyed it, but never been outside the United States. And I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, you've been to a lot of places in the U.S. that I haven't been to. I've never been to Hawaii. Tim says he was stationed in Darmstadt.
Where's that at, Tim? Sorry. I mean, obviously, we probably Googled it before.
Yeah,
because of the delay.
Ignorant American alert here, and
yeah, no, Barcelona. I went definitely. There's obviously like the main places you want to go see because there's a reason why they're great places to go see.
Right.
And I'm one of those people. I want to do the touristy thing and see the main spots, but I also want to just go and go adventure and go.
Just go see everything.
Right.
When I was there, my family is very, very, very much Czech descent. So Prague was one of my bucket list places to visit because my mom wanted to go. She has family living in Prague. Then we tried to meet up with them, but we ended up missing the train and couldn't meet with them. It was bananas. My backpack got stuck in the underground. It was a wild ride. But Prague was great. I would love to see more of Eastern Europe. I wanted to go to Auschwitz and it's right outside of Frankfurt.
Okay.
I didn't get around Frankfurt enough to know. I remember eating spaghetti the first night in an Italian restaurant because it was close and we were super hungry. But then we just walked around. I remember Frankfurt being so beautiful, and it was the first time I saw anything sunlight and green in a while because it was spring break and I had been studying in the UK, so rain.
That makes sense.
But it was bright and it was green and the river was beautiful and Frankfurt was beautiful and there was so much old stuff mixed with new stuff, and it was like it was explained to us that World War II, a lot of Frankfurt was bombed, or a lot of stuff was destroyed. So they rebuilt, but the old was meshed with the new, and it was just beautiful.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll see in America, we're only a couple hundred years history, right? Well, okay, let me retract. Obviously, there's a bunch of history in America, but like the buildings and the cities and like the landscape, the you know, whatever. Right. So, but when you go over to Europe, there's thousands of years, and like I said, I want to be an architect. And so to see that stuff like in person, you know, I mean, that's half the reason. Besides the food in Italy, I want to see the architecture. I want to see these buildings that have just been around forever. I mean, it is a shame that Notre Dame burnt down, and a lot of people were like, "Well, that can be rebuilt," and you know,
yeah, but like, it's not the same.
It's not the same, and I get a lot of people's frustrations about that. Like people were making that a big thing, and it's like, and I try to sympathize with people with what they're feeling and stuff like that, but it's like.
Bye, Trevor. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Enjoy your movie. What are you watching?
Send us a DM on Instagram with what drink you're most proud of making, and we'll make that, and we'll give you our honest feedback. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. When I was in the UK, Edinburgh, I visited Edinburgh, and that was my favorite city I think I've ever visited in my life. Partially because the old was mingled with the new, but also just the way that history was being claimed by what it's not supposed to be. It's really hard to, like, the best example I have is I have never seen cathedrals in my life.
Yeah.
Like, and then I go to the UK and I see all these cathedrals and these churches older than our nation, and they're in disrepair or they're being remodeled for something completely different. And I was walking down down the streets in Edinburgh. We were looking for the American bar in the area because they thought it would be, the Canadian we were with thought it would be hilarious to take us to the American bar, and it was hilarious. They gave me a Budweiser, and I didn't even ask for a Budweiser. I didn't want a Budweiser. I don't like Budweiser. But we were walking to this American bar, and we're walking down the street, and like we hear the EDM, and we were like, all right, where's that coming from? And it's a cathedral, and in the windows, there are stained glass windows. It's a massive cathedral. It's old. It's older than the United States. And in the windows are, the 3 stained glass windows. It says sin. Like it is a dance club.
That'd be bonkers, man.
Bananas. But I loved it, and I wanted to go, but we didn't end up going for some reason or another because we got stuck at the American bar. Free alcohol, paying cover to go into a dance club. Free alcohol, paying cover to go into a dance club. I was getting a lot of free alcohol at the American bar, so.
Yeah.
Bye, Tim. Japan is on.
Enjoy your barbecue sauce, buddy. You're going to have to make a lot of that here in the next year when we all come visit you.
Yeah, Japan is on Vino's bucket list.
That is definitely on my top 5 places to visit Japan. I think their culture is so 180 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like you have your big cities like Tokyo, and unfortunately I don't know any other. There's a couple of big cities, but then within like a couple miles, you have the village mentality, lifestyle. And they'd both be so interesting to just go learn and see and visit.
Yeah.
So Vino, does that mean we all go together?
Yeah, I have a friend who currently lives in Japan. He was one of my breakfast pals in college. Bye, Tim.
Bye, Tim.
Hunter and I would eat breakfast a lot in college, and we'd eat lunch when our schedules matched up. And he currently lives in Japan. And he releases at least once a week posts that are super long about Japanese culture.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting, and I am really curious to see the Japanese culture. I am also, because of this, very nervous because he's a 6'3", very blonde, very blue-eyed man, and he talks very much about how alienating it is to be tall and also fair in Japan.
Sure.
And I am a 6 foot tall white woman, and I am not of small stature, so it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that for sure. I don't know. Like, I really don't I can't say anything because I don't know, right? Like, you know, like at some point I kind of get like that would probably be just annoying, right? Like, it's just, but then there's got to be some places where you go where like they know, it's like Galena, right? Like,
I think he lives in, like, metropolitan Tokyo.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
could
we
be
watch
wrong, though.
we watch shows like Feed Me Phil, and
Somebody
if,
feed Phil.
Someone Feed Phil. If you guys never seen that, oh my god, it is like the new version of Anthony Bourdain, like his Travel Channel stuff. But in all honesty, that's where I was saying tasting room. That is what I want to do with the tasting room.
Yeah.
Is like just go around and find, you know, cocktails and stuff like that,
Right.
and just, you know.
Vino says his buddy works for Nintendo and lives there now. He's 6'5" in Puerto Rican. He says they treat him like a circus act. And that's exactly what
Yeah.
Hunter says. That's exactly what Hunter says. It's like he's a spectacle.
Right.
And he was talking, or he released a post the other day about interrupting a domestic dispute, and how the woman was as afraid of him as she was the person who was attacking her, and that was terrifying and heartbreaking to me. But that's something wild.
I mean, it's like, I can't say I relate, right? Because I live in Iowa, and Iowa is a very different place than New York, LA, other places, just in the United States alone. But then to say something in a different continent, country,
Completely
completely
culture.
different culture, I don't know. I mean, it's never going to stop me from wanting to go
Right.
and experience it. I'll still go
absolutely,
do it, you know?
absolutely.
Like, I'll still be
I
that
just
guy.
have to prepare myself for being a freak. Like, I'm already a freak here for being as tall as I
Yeah,
am.
when we go to the gym, and you know, I know you're 6 foot, but then I see all these other women working out, and they're like
5'6",
5'6", 5'5", and I know they look at you and like, holy shit,
Right.
You know, like, you know, like, what does she do for a living?
Right. I'm basically a bouncer. That's not true at all. I used to be. That used to be my job.
She dislocates shoulders.
Well, when
I
it's
know.
necessary. No, I used to work with kids who had extreme behavioral disorders, and a lot of that was me having to prevent them from hurting themselves or other people, and I'm very, very good at that. I'm very good at that because I'm very big, but I'm also a female, so I can build trust in kids who have been assaulted, which is phenomenal.
Well,
But
that's your personality. Your personality fits that too, because there's probably some women that are 6 feet tall that are more assertive and more aggressive.
well, we
than
have
what
to
you
we
are.
have to learn to own our height. We have to learn to like be like,
Right, but you're still
I can't be the stereotypical female. Like, I can't be the
right, but there's your
demure
version, and
little-
then right, but there's also, like I'm saying, like there's different versions of the 6 feet female, right? There's your version, and there's a more aggressive version because they want to feel dominant. They are dominant, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So in
I did
your
that for a
field,
minute.
it works well for you. But yes, I'm glad that Craft and Cocktails and Vino both agreed that Phil's channel is great.
Yep, and then
His
also Lucy is 5'11", and tall girls are the best. I agree.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate men who feel that way because, like, I dated so many people. Not really so many people, but a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I didn't date a lot. Because I don't want to fight people. But people who appreciate that, like, and aren't intimidated by that, like, I feel like if we go out, I can wear heels, and the only thing he's going to bitch about is me bitching about my feet hurting.
Oh my God, that's the worst. If she wears heels and she's taller than me, I don't care. I personally don't care. I'm okay with that. It's the my feet hurt thing after like 30 minutes. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like,
But that's opposed to me being ready to leave and getting ready to walk out the door, grabbing my stuff, and are you wearing those shoes? I thought about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not obvious. You guys don't know how tall I'm 6'3", so like, I'm okay with her obviously being 6 foot, and height is never an issue. You know, I mean,
But also, your masculinity isn't that fragile.
No.
Right.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No, you're pretty secure with who you are.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it'd be interesting to date a girl that was like 6'5", 6'6". There was one girl growing up. She was taller than me, and you know, you kind of have, you know, when you're in middle school, what's the thing? Hormones. Your
Yeah, there
hormones
you
are
go.
being, like raging, and like I'm like, oh, I would like to date her, but why would she ever date me? She's taller than me. And then I realized she's taller than everyone. Like, so does she not date anyone? You know, like, you know, all these things are raging through my head, and I mean,
It's wild.
It's wild,
man.
yeah.
And I mean, I hit 6 foot. I was 5'10" in 7th grade, and my parents signed me up for modeling, which is fair. Like, I mean, my grandma wanted me to do it. I heard an advertisement on the radio, and I was like, sure, why not?
yeah.
Not as good of an idea in hindsight, but 5'10" at 13 years old. I mean, it is what it is. I was never taught how to jump in basketball, which is why I didn't continue my basketball career. I ended up playing tennis, and I love it so much. But
We play tennis during the summer, and
yeah,
we have fun. It's fun. It's something.
It
to do.
is. It
Sorry,
is.
I didn't mean to like take
no,
you.
you're good. I really was not going anywhere, so thank you for taking over. Tennis is a great sport for cardio. It's also great for strength training. Vino is 6'2", and his dad dated a girl his height once. It was an adventure.
Yeah, before Riley.
He dated a girl once.
Before Riley, the girl I dated before her. So I was single between last girl and Riley for almost 2 years. But the girl I dated her was only like 5'4", 5'5". And what's funny is the mother of my kids, she's 5'11". Yeah. And so both my kids are naturally tall for, you know.
So this is another plug. A Nissan Sentra is one of their smallest vehicles. Mm-hmm. But it fits all four of us nicely. We're all over 6 feet tall, and his kids fit in the back seat without their knees touching the back of the front seat, which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just great. Like, it looks small as a car, but like the inside is like bigger than what you think it is. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of drunk.
Yeah. His last girlfriend was a 5'1", and that was interesting.
Okay, so shameless story right now. The other night, I woke up like at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, ugh. So I'm just sitting there, and she kind of wakes up, asks me a question, and then we both realize we're both up. Okay, what do we watch?
So to be fair, we had gone to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I don't get off work until 10 p.m. when I work. So like, going to bed that early is not heard of for me. I took a lot of melatonin. But we were awake. We were just awake.
I drive a Mini Cooper. Yeah, Bina told me that. I'm like, of course you would.
I mean, it's New York, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's probably the easiest car to get around in. My best friend from college really, 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 really wants a Mini Cooper. That's her dream car, Tiffany.
Yeah, I know who your best friend from college is, all right?
She wants a Mini Cooper so bad. I remember at one point Dr. Pepper was having a giveaway, and we bought so much Dr. Pepper.
Oh my God.
I love Dr. Pepper though, so it was fine. But what was I talking about?
So we're talking about why we were watching that one show.
Oh yeah. So we woke up, and I was like, let's put on something so stupid that we will not possibly be able to stay awake to watch it.
So we'll just force ourselves to go to bed.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that
we
was
started-
a mistake number one.
Yeah, it was. We started watching Married at First Sight. I don't like reality TV,
No,
guys.
we do not watch reality TV.
Unless it's like,
No, we don't.
unless it's cooking shows.
I mean,
Or
again,
like Great British Bake Off.
But that's not really reality.
It is reality TV.
It is kind
It
of.
is.
But
But
it's
like-
not. It's not like the dating ones.
But Married at First Sight, man, guys, we we stayed awake so long.
It was nice knowing all you. Thank you for making Alchemist how it was. I know we'll never gain another subscriber. But basically, at the end of the day, the reason we're talking about this is there was a guy, he played professional basketball in Europe. He's 6'9", and they set him up with a girl that was like 5'2". And it was hilarious to see, like...
Because like one of his things was in his interview was like, I would like a girl who's tall, and then she gets matched with this 5'2"
one of the
girl.
shortest girls humanly possible. But at the end of the day, they both like basketball. All these
Probably
things.
the best couple to come out of that.
We watched 5 episodes. We were up to like 6 in the morning watching this show because neither of us could fall asleep.
Thank you. So Ryan says she put on Love is Blind and ended up watching the whole thing in 2 days. Yeah, so we're on season 9. I think there are 12 of Married at First Sight. We still haven't finished the season. We don't know whether or not they stayed together, but
It's not a concern for us to watch. It was at that time and point in your life, you're like, all right, I guess I'll keep watching this.
I mean, will we finish the show? Probably eventually.
Eventually.
But we cared enough to look up the success rate of these marriages, and it's something like 30%. So I mean, it's about the same as marriages in America these days.
Right.
People just don't want to do the work, and that's the sad thing. Like, marriage is work. People don't get along, but we have to like.
Well, as long as you keep working 80 hours a week, we'll be good.
Yeah. Vino says the last reality show he watched is Real World season 2.
Dude, I remember the real.
What year was that?
Oh, you were like this big. I remember like, so what's great is Vina and I have, he's only a couple years older than I am, and so like him and I have a lot of these like same like culture things that we both did, like, you know, real world, you know, and stuff like that. Because you gotta remember, Real World MTV was the first reality show. Like,
I remember,
it changed so many things.
There were so many dating reality shows I used to watch on MTV. I can't remember what any of them were called, but when I was in high school, I graduated in 2008, if you can help me out.
She's 10 years younger than me.
Catfish was one of them.
Yeah.
But there was the one that was like, it was something to do with blind dating. It was before Teen Mom, but after Real World.
I don't know.
That was my life.
I liked, I remember Amanda and I. Amanda is the mother of my kids. We would watch,
Next! That's what it was called.
what's the race around the world? I don't know. Anyways, there was this race, or the Great Race or something like that, right? And they would always have these like random couples, and her and I were like, "Look, even if we're not together, let's go do this together." Because like that was like, if we're gonna do things, this is the one show we want to go through, you know, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the Great Race, Great Race.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Yeah, we don't watch a lot of TV. We have too much. There's too much time watching everyone's goddamn cocktail videos.
Yep.
Takes up too much time. Fridays are insane. Like it is straight up
Amazing Race.
Amazing Race. There you go.
But also, I am neurodivergent, so like I like to watch shows that I know what's gonna happen, so I don't have to be consumed by it. Because otherwise, I just get consumed and I don't want to do anything else until I know how it ends. Right now, he just got me hooked on 911.
Hey Jen, what's up? Good to see you.
And I just
Yeah, have you guys seen the show 911? So
guys.
Oh my god. So I like the show The Rookie. And on Hulu I was looking for something else, got caught up. I'm like, all right, 911 seems okay. 2 episodes in, I'm like, this is the most intense shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And then I tell her, I'm like, just check it out, let me know.
So I'm at BioLife watching 911. So
BioLife is where we donate plasma.
To cry, and he's sitting across the way from me, just watching me, and I can tell he's watching me, but I'm like, oh my god, guys. Rob's tip of watching stuff on 2X is a game changer. Oh, yes. For YouTube videos?
Anything, like anything that you can like 2X.
Yeah.
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 We listen to podcasts at 1.5 times.
Depends on the podcast though, because sometimes I like the realism of it. So like I
get that.
I like to hear a conversation and have it be a believable speed.
But Joe Rogan, you have to one time try it.
Yeah.
3 hours are long enough.
Joe Rogan is hard for me to listen to.
We
Depending on who the guest is, I really like it. I really got into Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
And I love Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell, I've been a fan since Veronica Mars.
Not Reno 911, Bino. Just 911.
Just 911. It's different. This little shorts.
I'm not a big fan of that show.
I never watched it.
Yeah. I don't like that kind of comedy. It's not my thing. I don't like that whole.
Yeah, he doesn't like the slapstick, stupid comedy. Did you like Super Troopers?
Yes, I don't know. Yes, I get it. They're all the same fucking thing, but I was super high and drunk when I went to go see Super Troopers in the movie theater, so it's a little different, It has that nostalgia,
Yeah.
It was me, Amanda, and my other friend Brandon. We all went super drunk and high and went to go see it, and
I was 14, I think, when Super Troopers came out. So
we need to stop talking about how far our age is references until you hit 21.
Wait, what year did Super Troopers come out?
I have
Let's
no
look it
idea.
up. I'm gonna look it up.
No idea. Sorry, I totally interrupted your story
I don't remember
about
what
something.
I was talking about.
I'm an open-minded laugher.
Super Troopers, 2001. Oh, I was 11.
Yeah, I was 21 then.
Marijuana was not even on my radar.
I hope not. Yeah, I mean, it was. I remember going to that, and yeah, I was super high. Watched and I thought.
God, you were fucking 21.
21. It seems super bad, when you think about it that well. But now we're like, oh, I'm 40 or 30. Oh, okay, that's fine. What's crazy is,
Once
your
you get
parents,
legal.
your parents are 15 years different, right?
No.
12.
No, 8.5.
No, well, sorry, I can't remember.
My
everything.
mom is very adamant that is 8 and something, not 9.
Is your mom closer to my age than she is your dad's age?
Nope, she's not. Wait, no. No.
No?
No, because my mom's was born in 69 and my dad was born in 57.
Yeah. So, and
She'll
then my mom and
forgive me.
stepdad were 12 years apart. So, I don't know why I'm talking. I need to stop talking.
Because you're drunk. This is what happens when you make Carl mix random liquors. He gets drunk, and this is
It's your fault.
This is right.
It's your fault.
This is Fun Carl. Fun Carl is here. And then in 3 more cocktails, we get to Belligerent Carl, and that's when the no fun happens. But
15,
we're not
8.5 is
gonna
close
get
enough.
there.
Yeah, we're technically 9
Okay.
years and 4 months different. That's
Right.
we say 10 years just
Because
easier.
it's easier.
Because I was in 80, she's in 90, but I was born late 90, she's born in early 90, so it's
You were born in late 90?
late 80. But
Hey, what are all the books on the shelf? I see Cocktail Codex and Death and Company. Do you just want to pull them off? So we have another one down there. We have the, what's the one down there?
I don't know.
So we've got the Complete Guide of Whiskey. I think we got this with I got this with something. It was a gift set.
Yeah.
We've got Drinkology, which is one of my favorite go-tos to pull out for cocktails because,
It's just straight up recipes.
well, yeah, it is. There's not really a whole lot to...
There's no substance, it's just straight up recipes.
Right, and the side, you can see how there are little gray marks. So you can easily find the liquor you're looking for. So, if you're looking for vodka, you can find vodka pretty easily and go that way.
Watching on my phone is so small.
When does Carl start dancing on the table? It's not strong enough to hold
We're almost
him.
there.
We made the bar so it could also be a dining room table, and by we I mean he. I wanted it to be a dining room table. He made it that way so that we can have people all around it. So we could probably fit 6 people here if we were trying.
I could probably fit on the table.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hold you up.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. 100%.
Then we've got the Ultimate Bar Book.
Again, it's more cocktail forward.
Since we have no clue what we are doing when it comes to cocktails, what book would you recommend for a beginner? I would recommend Drinkology because, like I said, it's really easy to find a cocktail for what the spirit you're looking for. I'm also a beginner, so this is coming from my perspective. The Ultimate Bar Book is great because it has a little bit more information about each thing that you're mixing.
One book that we don't own that I think I know Vino owns is the 3 ingredient cocktail book.
Yeah.
It's an old school book where it's all 3 ingredients, because then that helps get your base down of like how 3 ingredients can make a great cocktail.
Right. But as an academic, as somebody who loves to learn and who is just like curious about the history of cocktails and the history of different liquors and everything else, this is one of my favorite books. It is The Drunken Mixologist.
It's really good.
By Amy Stewart. And it tells you so much about like where different liquors originated, the story behind tequila, the story behind gin. First of all, colonialism is terrible. White people are awful. And second, just like history and distillation processes and just all of the plant information. All of this stuff comes from a plant.
Right.
Everything that you see behind us, everything that you mix with it, probably comes from a plant. If it doesn't, it's water. Because there aren't any meat products that I can think of, unless it's a Bloody Mary. But this is a great book. The Drunken Botanist is fantastic. Cocktail book recommendations might be a great YouTube video. Oh.
Trust me, here's the problem. I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do with what I want to do with our channel.
Jen wants us to hit her with the link on the Drunken Botanist.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We don't have to say affiliate marketing, because at the end of the day, they're going to go to Amazon and buy the thing.
Right, but just wait for the affiliate link.
Hey, Jen, real quick, where are you from?
Yeah, also.
Because I want to know more about everyone in this group. Right. You know, like I want to know everyone's first names, which is great, but like just know where everyone's from, because it's great to see and understand where people's thought processes are coming from. You know, when it comes to making cocktails and stuff like that. Plus, it's just fun to know. Yeah. But yeah, no, I definitely want to do. So in my mind, I'm kind of doing this slow burn of like, okay, you knew where I come from, why I like mixology. My next one is I actually filmed me building this entire bar. I filmed me cutting the wood, gluing it up together, and doing all this stuff where I want to show a video.
She's from Orlando.
Orlando, okay, right on, nice. Of this, and so it's gonna come out slow, but I haven't really told Riley yet, so this is the first time I love making recipes and drinks and stuff like that, but I mean, everyone's doing it, right? You know, I mean, we're all making recipe cocktails and stuff like that, but like, I want to show what is behind my brain and how I got to this point and how it all came conceptual.
Buckle up, guys.
It's gonna be a ride. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I don't discredit what people are doing, like making recipes and stuff like that, but me personally, it's like, I think I kind of have like the mentality of not knowing what I was doing and teaching myself and like becoming successful to a degree. And
right. And I mean, we started at the same time. We both decided to do something different. I started writing book reviews, but we decided to put that on hold for a minute because Alchemix was more viable of an option at the time. And
there's less competition in SEO for cocktails and book reviews.
Right. And I mean, I still love to read, and I don't have to write a review about books that I read to enjoy reading.
Right.
But this seems like a good avenue to get us to the point where I can do book reviews for my full-time job.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pretty quick reader, so 300-page book in 4 hours really isn't that hard for me.
Yeah.
It's the writing part, and that's where I need to get caught up with Alchemix. So a book review for cocktail books is definitely on my radar as far as like the things that I'm interested in. I haven't read all of these books, but I've read a vast majority of The Drunken Botanist.
Cocktail books are a little different. You know, it's hard to kind of just sit there like from page 1 and read to page 80 to 100.
This one's really easy to do. If you want to. A lot of them, you know, story driven is not necessarily ideal. Is not what they're going for. But this one, each individual ingredient has a story, so it makes you want to learn the next one. And she has it set up in such a way that it's perfect.
Yeah. Then you have this book, The Liquid Intelligence, which has a crazy story. I saw this, and the guy who wrote this book, Dave Arnold, he takes mixology and breaks it down to a complete scientific level of understanding, like, why you do this and why you do that on a whole scientific level. There's no like other reasons, and which is great because, you know, there's science. Can we move or no? You good?
I got it.
So there's a lot of science behind things, and I love this book. I still have not read it front to back, but crazy story is we went to Dallas, Texas in 2019 for a concert, and one of my good friends, she lived down there, and we went down to go see some concerts and stuff like that. So anyways, I Googled best mixology bar in Dallas, and they sent to this bar, and they had some terminology I wasn't familiar with. And I went to the bartender and asked them, like, what does this mean? What does that mean? And they're like, they explain it to me, which, you know, was great. Because again, the cocktail community is very opening to like express and tell you things. They're not gonna hold things back because it's all out there. But then he was like, the owner of this bar is friends with the guy who wrote Liquid Intelligence. I go, well, I had that book. And they're like, yeah. And so anyways, it was just cool to kind of see a bar that was using this technique from these books. So if you want something super technical and to understand, get Liquid Intelligence.
Is that the place that had the ice stamp?
It's where you, me, and Brooke, we had the tacos, we had that pineapple upside down cocktail.
No.
Right before, like the
no,
last.
I was thinking about the place that we had brunch.
No, that was not it. No, it was that place where we had tacos and we had like that pineapple upside down cocktail. It was a higher end place that we before we saw Cave In.
I remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, and then these last two books are by the same company, Death & Co. Even though it says Cocktail Codex and Death & Co. They're both on more of Death & Co. is philosophy of cocktail making, like their philosophy of cocktail making and making their own cocktails. And then Cocktail Codex is more of
just recipes.
Recipes and fun and like just building things out. So that's a lot of cocktail books I know, and there's way more than this. There's a bunch of, what was the one Jeff was saying on Tiki's about that we should get for Tiki?
Smuggler's Cove.
Smuggler's Cove.
Yep.
We don't have that. Again, we are not a big Tiki drinker.
It's
it's not because we don't like it.
Rum and Riley equals crying. So
yeah, we just don't.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. You know, we love those drinks. They taste good. It's just the effects.
Right.
Which is fine. I mean.
Craftin' Cocktails. Ryan says, this community is by far the most supportive community I'm involved with. The fitness industry is completely opposite. I agree. And I love it. I love it here, guys. Like, let's just stay here. I want to be part of the fitness community. I've been an athlete all my life, but, like, I don't care that much. Like, I got out of shape, and I want to work back into shape, but I don't care enough to drink pre-workout every day. I don't care enough to drink protein after I work out. Like, I just want to be healthy, and I'm working on it. Depression is a bitch.
Yeah.
But we're working on it, and, like, I feel like the fitness community is so inaccessible because, like, you have to be all in or nothing. And that's just not how life is. But cocktails, you can just, hey, we're here for a good time today, every day, every other day, once a week, once a month.
I've said this since we started dating, and I said this before we started dating, and I'll keep saying this. We are not selling blood diamonds.
No.
You know, we are selling cocktails. Yes, sometimes our restaurants competing for business, yes, but at the end of the day, we are not going to go to the same restaurant 7 days a week, 24/7. We're gonna go try things out. So, you know what? If someone asks me, like, where else would you recommend? And I tell them, oh, go to this bar, go to this bar. That customer is going to respect you more for suggesting someone that's just as good,
right,
different experience. Because, again, my mixology portfolio is not rum-based, tiki-based. Mine is more freshness, fruit based, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just doing cocktails, man. Like no one who drinks cocktails goes to the same place every day. If you do, that's fine. But
Right.
for the most part, you go to different restaurants, you go to different bars, because like you're in the mood for something else. And if we all can support each other and lift each other up, the more we're all gonna grow together.
Right.
Because her and I, like I said, I work for a brewery, and I go to the other breweries in town. And people are like, "You go to other breweries in town?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Why
I
wouldn't
can't,
you?
I can't drink the same shit every day.
Like,
And I'm not
here-
saying that my brewery's shit. I'm just saying, like, you can't drink the same beer every day.
Right.
I like to go do something else different because it's fun.
Here in Iowa, there's a very there's an attitude of Busch Light or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't drink Busch Light all the time, every day, all the time. Every beer you drink can't be Busch Light, man. Like, that's just not how life works. Hey, Oliver finally decided to join us. Usually it's a lot earlier than this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like bars who are similar should support each other because everybody bar hops. That's why there's a phrase
no one
for it.
goes.
It's
You're
called
right.
Bar hopping.
Bar
It's not
hopping.
like you don't like. Yes, we'll go someplace and we'll sit there for an hour or two. But you know what? Like, yeah, we'll
Let's
have.
go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And a lot of our friends are not as experienced, right, as us. So they have their own flavor profiles and their likes. So I'm not going to just force them to go to the two places I like
Right.
most,
And
I mean-
according to Steve, the bartender, the
Barman.
cocktail barman, the cocktail community on YouTube wasn't always this. It has evolved, and I'm so glad it has.
Right.
I really am, because, like, I mean, bars are places where the doors have always been open, even to degenerates, which, I mean, it's fair. There are lots of those. But crafting cocktails, I want to make that money. Yeah, I also want to make that money, but I also want to bring people up with me. Like, bartending is not something that is going to be...
It's not going to be that $1 billion industry.
Right. I mean, it is, because
It
liquor
is
is sold.
It is in a scope of, like, the outer
Right.
scope of things. But once you
But-
break it down.
Right, but, like, you're not doing anything different, necessarily. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, you can be. Like, there are different techniques that a lot of people don't
Yeah.
use, but, like, liquor still, at the end of the day, is liquor, and the produced result is drunkenness. Like,
Right, yes. I agree with
Eventually, you're going to have fun, and that's what this is about. That's what it should be about. Like, if it's not about that, what is it about? Because that's alcoholism. Right?
that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I agree with all that. I mean, it's definitely a community where, like, we're one of those communities. We will succeed better if we all work together
Right.
than not against each other.
Right.
And I get there's some niches where you do not want to share trade secrets because
Right, but
it is what it is. And I tell people, like, all the time, like website stuff. Like, I'm surprised to this day that some of these top cocktail channels, they don't put hardly any effort into their website, and they're missing this huge opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, that's on you, bro, for not doing that. Like, we're going to do that because I understand that. It's like,
right, we aren't liquor here on YouTube. We are selling an experience, and that's exactly what it is. That's what all bars are. That's what all liquor
I like that,
is.
Vino. Good job, Vino.
That's what all liquor is you're selling an experience. You, like,
It's
we don't,
fun in the glass, is what I say.
Yeah, and that's very much what I loved about Europe. Is European drinking is not you're not drinking to get drunk. And when I was in college prior to going to the UK, before I turned of legal age, you were buying the cheapest alcohol you could get to get drunk, and because that was the goal. And I learned how to drink for the experience when I was in the UK, and like, hey, we're gonna go to the pub with some friends, and we might get drunk. We're probably gonna get drunk. Probably gonna do it. But that's not the point. The point is we're here to enjoy the company of other people, and that's what this is about. And I love it.
I mean, we moved an hour away from basically our hardcore friends, because I moved to Dubuque an hour away from all our friends from Cedar Rapids to my kids, whatever, which is fine. I'm not mad about that. We are both not mad about that. But
No.
we go back to the city where we are from, Cedar Rapids, and we always go meet at bars and restaurants and stuff like that because we all enjoy having cocktails and hanging out together and like having that like experience together because it's fun.
Yeah, and Vino says, I think that's why we all click so well too, because we're genuinely interested in seeing what the next guy does.
Right.
And that's exactly it. Like, I'm not trying to compete with
Right.
60-second cocktails. Carl's not trying to compete with 60-second cocktails. We're trying to learn from each other, grow from each other, and create an experience that's all around good for the people who watch the videos.
Right. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to have different standpoints, yes. Is a whiskey sour supposed to be made one way? Yeah, but let's throw that out. And
not everybody's gonna feel that way.
Right.
Is hard kombucha good or no? This one's pretty good.
Good enough. Does the job.
It'll do the job.
You know, but at the end of the day, it's like it's just liquor, man. like it's just liquor. like let's just take away all these notions and like
let's strip the pretense.
Right. And just like, do you like it? Yes or no. Okay, if you don't, why don't you like it? Okay, It's like I tell people I'm not gonna make a cocktail that's good for everyone.
Right.
You know, like I'm one of those people like I'm gonna make a cocktail if I enjoy it.
Wait, like this, Carl. Does a whiskey sour have egg white in it?
I'm gonna say yes.
Right, but does everybody believe that?
No.
Right.
Because technically, whiskey sour does not have egg white.
Right.
But yes.
But it's still good.
It's still good. You know, and like you know what, like that's the bartender, that's the mixologist's job is to find out about their customer, find out who you are, and figure out what you want, so I can build you a journey so you have a great night.
Right, and that's what it's about. That's what liquor is about. If it was about everybody liking the same thing, then we'd be fucking failures, all of us. Like we would all just struggle.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. What are you guys' thoughts about glassware, right? Like, I've seen some discussions online where people are really adamant, like, a cocktail has to be built in a certain glass over other glasses.
Also, in addition to that, Crafting Cocktail says that they can't do egg whites.
Okay.
LOL. Why not? I'm not judging. I used to agree with you hard. But, like, please explain. Also, yes, like...
Our cat's going crazy right now.
It's
about
wants
feeding
attention.
time.
It's attention-seeking behavior in my industry is what we call it. But, yeah, like...
Like, in my opinion, I've seen whiskey sours or Boston sours, which is the one with egg white, in coupes. I've seen it in double rocks glass. I've seen it with ice, without ice. And I've seen people destroy people for doing certain ones. And I'm like... I'm one of those people, I 100% believe that the glass does not make the cocktail.
Right.
Now, do I believe that some people can get offended if they get these like super long stem, wide based?
Jenna says glassware, do what feels right. Hard agree.
Yeah.
Hard agree. Booze on the Rocks, David. Welcome.
Oh!
Thanks for joining us.
The man, the myth, the legend, the 3,000 subscriber man.
We've
David, we love you. You know we're just giving you shit because we can.
Yes. Yes. If people get pissed over glass, they have big issues.
I agree with that. Yes. So there is a YouTube video I saw where it was like I don't know if it's Maximum or something else where they interviewed a bar owner, and she was female, and she was explaining where this guy saw a drink that he wanted, but when she made it, it was in a tall, sleek stem, and it was pink and like in a big, like it looked more like a martini, like a Cosmo would be served in, and he did not like that at all. So then she started putting the type of glassware that was in the drink on the cocktail, and she noticed like people would start ordering differently. I'm like, that's such bullshit. Like, stop. Like, who gives a fuck with what the glass you're holding in your hand is a cocktail?
The thing is, I think it comes down to, and I am unabashedly feminist, but I think it comes down to certain...
Really? Divorce! Divorce! I'm just kidding.
I think it comes down to the fact that there are certain drinks that are perceived to be masculine and certain drinks that are perceived to be feminine.
Yes.
And A lot of people have problems when they're served a drink that they perceive to be one way or the other, and they're not that way.
Yeah.
And that is bananas to me. Just like, dude, if you got a dick, you got a dick. If you don't, you got a dick. If you don't have a dick, you're still a man if you think you are. Like, that's...
Yay!
That's the way it is, man. If that's what you are, that's what you are, and you don't need a fucking piece of glass to tell you one way or the other.
Right.
If it's pretty, it's fine. Just drink it if you like
Drink
it.
it, man. Yeah, like, I don't know. It frustrates me when people complain about the glassware the drinks come in. Like, I get it. Is that the original came in?
No.
No, but who gives a shit? Because guess what? A steak that's cooked at medium rare has come in so many different platewares. It's still steak that's medium rare. Tastes fucking good. Like, if you can beat me on that, argument, I will listen to you.
There are some glasses that open up the nose on cocktails a little bit more than others.
Yes.
And that is understandable. Those are important. But like Nick and Nora versus Coop. They're both open on the top. They are both like...
I get that too. Like, okay, if I'm gonna have like a whiskey tasting, I want the glass that
you want a snifter.
I want a snifter
because that helps you get the nose.
And I get that, but we're talking. But once we start putting cocktail and putting 3 ingredients or more,
don't forget the brown paper bags. Says David. Agreed. Vino says you can drink out of a paper cup. Obviously, presentation matters though, and is a part of the experience, at least in hospitality. I agreed.
I agree with that.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. As long as it looks good,
right?
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as the cocktail looks good,
right?
Then you're fine. It
right.
doesn't matter what the glass is, as long as the glass makes the drink look pretty.
Right. And I get there's some standards, right? With some cocktails doing this or doing that, and we try really close. But at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry. I can't keep all the glasses around that are feasible. Like,
right.
We don't have room.
We don't have Nick and Nora's. Do you know why? Because I searched for Nick and Nora's.
They're expensive as shit.
IKEA didn't even have them when I looked.
And I looked at Amazon. It's like 2 for $30. I'm
right.
like, no. Like, a coupe can do just fine. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
David says we drink out of the coupe because it's shaped like a lady's breasts, and that's actually true.
I love women's
I knew
breasts.
that.
I love them.
Wait till you guys see what glass I'm putting my Love Potion 2021 in. Is it the paper cup? I drink out of it.
Solo red or solo red cup.
Solo cup. Because, I mean, let's be fair. 2020 and 2021 are dumpster fires, so, like, why waste the good stuff?
What else we got going on?
Like a martini out of a highball is what the fuck. Fair.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are certain cocktails that are supposed to be a certain way, like in a certain glass.
Yeah, I get
Because of the smell to taste ratio.
Right.
But, like, a coupe versus a Nick and Nora for a whiskey sour. Some people serve whiskey sour in a rocks glass, so why
Dude, there's a huge debate I've seen on a whiskey sour with rocks or not rocks. I'm like, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Don't tell someone that they're...
I know that Goodwill is supposed to have Nick and Nora's. I know they are. They don't. We are in Iowa.
Iowa.
Do you know what they have for glasses here? They have pint glasses and water glasses, and sometimes Collins glasses if we're lucky. But like Nick and Nora, like Iowa, corn, rural farms.
Yeah. Trust me, we go look at that stuff. I mean, we probably don't go look at some other people do, but when we go, we're like, oh, what kind of glassware can we get, you know?
Like, every now and then I'll go to Goodwill with clients because I'm a social worker, and that's the cheapest place for them to buy clothes.
Right.
And as we all should be thrifting for clothes because nobody needs to buy new clothes. But, like, every now and then, I will look at glassware. They don't have it.
Yeah, it's actually really hard. The best glassware that you can buy where we live is at TJ Maxx.
60 seconds says I'm going to send you guys Nick and Nora's. Oh no, the camera died.
Oh my god. We have been live streaming for quite a while, so.
Be right back, guys.
No, they can still hear us.
I know, I'm just saying, but we'll be right back. We're gonna put the new
battery
in. David says, hashtag get Nick and Nora's to Iowa. Did you turn the camera off?
Nope.
Did you fuck up again?
What are you talking about?
Last time you switched batteries without turning the camera off, we struggled and had to refilm twice.
This is all live, so.
I know. But yes, hashtag get Nick and Nora's to Iowa. Like, have you ever seen a Nick and Nora glass in a cocktail that you ordered in Iowa?
Nope.
I haven't.
Nope. Because it's not a thing. It's like...
To be honest, the first time I heard or I saw Nick and Nora in reference to any type of cocktail, I was like, the movie? The playlist? What?
Nick and Nora's ultimate playlist or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I had timed this out, put a fresh battery when we first started. Like, we will not drain this battery out.
But now we have more viewers than we did when we started. So, hey, guys, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, this is great. I really enjoy hanging out with all of you guys, even though we're not in person. Like I said earlier, that's the ideal for me. I don't like hanging out.
She does. She likes hanging out with, like, very specific people. Like, close friends, close niche friends.
So, Crafting Cocktail says, so I was thinking, couldn't we all just do these lives for everyone's channels until we reach that 4,000 hours? It all counts, right? It absolutely does. Let's do it.
We are, so we're at like 244 subscribers. Yep. We're at least double that on view time. So I know a lot of channels are like reverse where the subscribers are bigger. I'm going to be super honest. Like when we started this, I told her we need to do longer version videos to hit the view time because it's 4 times the size.
Right.
And luckily, you guys are really awesome and like to hang out with us.
And
when
that's
we
the
do
great
these.
thing about the cocktail community is we don't do it for the number of people, we do it for the quality of the people that we hang out with.
Right. 100%
And that's
agree.
what this is. That's what like I feel like we're hanging out with you guys, even though I don't see your guys' faces. I've seen you guys' faces sometimes once, sometimes not at all. I work too much. But like we are hanging out right now, and it's something that our society is sorely lacking given the COVID pandemic.
Yep.
And especially Iowa. I don't know if I talk about it.
Yeah.
Martini glass is the most impractical glass ever. Yes. Because you know how many our cat has broken with his tail?
1. 2?
2.
Oh, okay.
But it is. I mean, yeah. 24-hour live streams. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone sets up a 24-hour live stream. We just like work off that. I think we'd be baller. I think it would be great.
David says it is specific to sipping cocktail and parties where you don't want to get your customers drunk. Fair.
I get that.
Dribs and drams.
Oh, you're in now.
Hi.
We
His
talked
name?
about the last trap. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Just let us know what your first name is.
Please help
She'll
me.
write
I
it
have a
down.
cheat
She has
sheet.
a cheat sheet. And but he was the one that we said in the last stream where he was doing whiskey samples in like -5-degree weather, and his
Oh.
hands were freezing.
I don't
And
remember
so-
that. Was I already drunk?
Maybe. But
Um,
yeah, I know. David, Vino, and Rob are going to start doing this happy hour live
Yeah.
hour, which is I'm excited for. It'll be fun.
yes.
You know, just don't
Also-
intrude in my live hour,
Guys-
because I'm first, bro.
Thanks
I'm just kidding.
for
I don't give a fuck.
inviting me to the party. This is bartending, especially, and also the YouTubing community is very male dominated, and so for females to be welcome is great. And I know, like, I had to like do the secret knock and like be accepted because I was invited, but Jesse, Dribs and Drams.
Okay, cool.
Did run into blizzard this week. Gonna salvage it in the edit. Yeah, but I love this community because it is accepting of everybody. Is what I was going with there.
Yeah, because everyone drinks. And I 100% agree with you that it is definitely a male-driven
Industry.
Because on Vino, I know at least you, there's the Drunken Night New York girl, Nell. I told her that she should start a YouTube channel because I was like, there's only like 4 YouTube female channels I can think of. You know, got Jess, Savage Kitchen, and then like the 2 popular ones, like
Jen and
Carla, and stuff like that. But
see, I love it because, in my experience, if you want to be in bartending, you have to show your cleavage. You have to be skinny. You have to be.
Kind of sucks.
You have to be the hegemonic ideal female, which is 36, 24, 36, which I cannot possibly be. Like, it is physically not possible for my body.
Right.
But, like, to have a community that's welcoming of people who are not judging you based on how your physique is versus how your personality is. Because that's what bartending is. Bartending and mixology is 100% personality. It's salesmanship in a way that is believable, not telemarketing.
Right. Or used car salesmanship.
Sidekicks don't count. I'm a sidekick.
You're not a sidekick.
I am
Stop
too a
it.
sidekick.
Whatever.
I am a sidekick. I'm okay with being a sidekick though. I'm the Robin to your Batman. Because let's be fair, Robin was smarter. I don't know comics at all.
I don't know either. I mean,
But-
yes, you are smarter than me. Yes.
Tim's back! Tim!
Oh, shit!
We're still here. And we've got more people than we started with. We'll keep going. We can keep getting drunker. I mean, I guess you can see me black out. What time is it? 8:45. I got plenty of time before I have to go to sleep before work tomorrow.
I just got worried about the Super Bowl and make some pork belly tacos.
You're the Hillary to Carl's Bill. That's accurate. That is probably the most accurate representation I've heard. Hillary's very smart. Politics are very depressing.
Trust me, I'm not getting impeached by having a
How
woman.
late are we? Flour, eggs, and yeast, Cam, and...
I mean, you're a couple
Teresa.
hours late, but welcome to the show.
I mean, it's almost 3 hours, but we're still here. We're still drinking. We're still having fun. So, hey, do you want to play another round of fuck around and find out?
Let's
since
do
there's
it.
still
Let me go to the bathroom
Pork
real
belly
quick.
tacos equals winner. Agreed. Carl made them last time we did a live with... Wait, did we do a live with Jet?
Yeah, we did live with Jet, but
Yeah.
afterwards,
Yeah.
we did I did the.
Yeah.
stuff,
So Carl made pork belly tacos last time that we were live, and after we all ate dinner. We filmed another episode of the Tasting Room with Jet, his friend, who has been friends with him forever, and longer than we've been together. And Jet is the reason I think that we stayed together because we were drunk for a lot of the first part of our relationship. But these pork belly tacos, though, I'm so hungry, and our only option is to either make those or order Domino's at this. Well, no, it's not even 9 p.m. We got plenty of time to order food. He's making those Sunday though, so Dubuque, Iowa. Message him; he'll tell you where to go. I know. I won't be here after work. I picked up doubles, maybe triples, all of this weekend. That's my life. And I'm not very entertaining. I apologize. Carl, I feed off of Carl. We work very well together. We balance each other out in the best ways as far as the introvert and the extrovert goes. But yeah, he made this fucking phenomenal sriracha with tahini seasoning and lime juice mayonnaise sauce that is super spicy, super salty, super sour, just great. Is the cat yelling at you again?
Yes.
He's mad. He's supposed to get fed in 15 minutes, but he wants food now because cats. Thank you. Thank you for telling me I'm entertaining. I just kind of ramble, and I get more entertaining the more alcohol I drink. There's Carl. Teresa and or Cam are here.
Nice.
Nice.
Dude, they their channel, she makes cake decorating and cake making so easy. It's like, oh, I can do that without a blindfold. Then I'm like, no, I can't. But I want to do it. I want to try it.
Jesse, you're asking for a recipe for what? Oh, the pork belly tacos. He wants a recipe for the pork belly tacos.
Okay, so I got pork belly. What's the Mexican?
Tajin.
Tajin. And then I had a tri-blend
Go
smoke.
get the bottle.
Everyone knows what tajin is.
Do they?
It's pretty common,
Maybe.
right?
Probably, yeah.
So then I had a tri-blend smoke seasoning also. I rubbed that on back and front for 48 hours.
Nice.
And then I put that in the oven at 200, 225 for like 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we took that out, and the next day I cut it all up, pan fried it, and chopped it all up. In theory, that's the recipe.
But he's gonna try it differently this time.
Because I don't have pork bellies, because our butcher shop, they didn't have pork belly, because it's expensive for them to hold on to it if people don't buy it. So we got pork shoulder.
Ice and also a bottle opener, please.
Okay. Ice is right here, so.
Yeah, but you're just in the way.
I know. I'm not like trying to be kind of.
Vino has gone between the sheets.
Oh, he just made a cocktail called Between the Sheets today.
I've heard of that cocktail before.
Yeah. Let's look it up and see if we can do that, because that sounds good.
I will look it up as soon as. Tim says he found his 8-track player.
Tim, you old as fuck, bro. I'm just kidding. Yes and no. Are you looking up?
Yeah.
So, congratulations on Teresa and Cam on your 1,000+ subscribers. You guys just like launch. You guys went from like 400 to 500 to like 1,000 and
We don't have cognac.
We do not, do we? But yeah, congratulations, guys. You guys went from somewhere like, yeah, awesome. Good job, guys.
Jesse says he has a friend who has a big green egg. We thought about getting one of those.
Yeah. We have, so when we first started hanging out, or we got an electric smoker.
Okay, so I bought him an electric smoker off of Facebook Marketplace for like $75. And it was great.
It.
He loved it. He used it. We put that away, please.
Yep.
And then he left it out during the winter.
And it got all moldy. It just impossible to clean. We bought a new house, and I was like, I want to buy half gas, half charcoal grill with a sidekick for a smoker. We've had that now for 4 or 5 years, and it's fantastic.
We made big brown balls the biggest thing on YouTube.
So what's hilarious, Teresa Cam, is some of us cocktail people will have a side conversation, and we all make fun in good spirit about, like, we all should do cocoa bombs because you guys have like catapulted because of that. I'm not saying that's the only reason, but you know what I'm saying, like it's kind of funny. But your guys' stuff is great. Trust me, we all love you guys and respect you guys. It's just
Jesse, yes, this is Fever Tree. It is the refreshingly light Indian premium tonic water. Because when we've been going this long and I need... my go-to cocktail is a gin and tonic as of right now. Like, I haven't found anything I like better.
We all want to do a chocolate bomb cocktail, a Long Island iced tea chocolate cocktail bomb.
Sounds terrible.
Oh, that's whole... But that takes, like, the chocolate bomb, like, you know, theory with the Long Island... I don't know.
What? I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
It's like when somebody's telling a joke and they're laughing during the joke and you don't know what they're trying to say because they're laughing. That's where I'm at.
Yes, Vina, you said it perfectly.
So, flour, eggs, and yeast. Is this Cam or Teresa or
It's probably both.
Yeah, but like the U makes me think Teresa because females. So I'm just gonna sit here with my gin and tonic until we big brown ball that's filled with flour, eggs, and yeast as an homage. That sounds like cake to me. Flour,
Cake
eggs.
batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or cake. Prune juice float. Oh, so she said, LOL, nailed it. So I'm guessing Teresa. I'm guessing that's what that meant because
Nailed it.
I win.
I win. But
Lemon gin and tonic, a classic. I've been doing a lot of Corpse Survivor number blue lately, though I have not had any of the Corpse Survivors.
it looks good.
It does. We bought Lindor. No, wait. Is it Lint Truffles to make the number 9 because
Chocolate truffles make the
yeah,
love
because
potion
Never
and
Empty Bottle
Never
made
Empty Tyler.
yeah, Tyler made his
He made that in number 69. So the whole reason we did that is because we're close to 250 subscribers, and that was gonna be like our cocktail to kind of like celebrate that. Because you know, I mean, 250 for us is great. Yeah,
but we need to buy blue curacao or some sort of curacao at some point.
Well, I mean this.
What are you making?
I don't know. Probably Negroni.
Wait, should we play fuck around and find out again?
Yes, let's do that.
Time number 3, guys. We got 12 people. We got
12 people.
I need you guys to pick 3 different ingredients. They can be liquors, they can be mixers. If we don't have that, we'll move on to the next one.
So you can see most of our bar behind us. We have other liquors to the side. We have a lot of things available.
Pretty much anything that you could ask for, we
For the most
probably have it. 60-second cocktail says you guys had a nice boost recently or lately.
Yeah, I honestly don't.
No.
Everyone else has said that January is hard for us. January is our best month. We've had 102 subscribers in the past month.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's awesome,
So-
guys.
So yeah, I you know, I wish we all could have the same growth. I obviously do, you know, and we're not trying to peacock and like say, oh, we're better. No, not at all. It's just I don't know why, but we obviously appreciate it, and you know, we're always gonna support everyone in this journey.
It's all about the cocktail says, hey everybody, and then 60-second cocktail says, you have cognac, ?
We do not have cognac.
We have
Brandy.
Grand Marnier, which is the
Closest thing to the cognac has touched.
And then Tim says Ray, so it's all about the cocktail. Is your name Ray? So I can write it down on my cheat sheet? Campari, vodka, Peychaud's, do it now. Tim! You're so demanding!
Tim, you come to Iowa, we'll do anything you want, buddy.
It's all about cognac review myself. 60-second cocktail says Ray. So I'm assuming it's all about the cocktail is Ray.
Yep, okay, Woodford Reserve. All right, so we'll do the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. Oh, do you want Double Oak or the Rye?
It's Ray. I work a lot, Ray, so I'm trying to learn all
it's
y'all's
about
name.
Yeah. No.
Versus.
Yeah, and I apologize, Ray. I know your channel. I watch a couple of channels. I'm just, unfortunately, yeah, but I watch your stuff. Bullet's great.
We ran out of Bullet. We drank it.
Yeah, we love Bullet. Trust me. I'm going to buy a handle of Bullet because it's definitely on. But I'm making a great decision. Executive
Dribs and Drams says Double Oak.
Double Oak. Yep, we're gonna go
Jesse
Double Oak. Jesse,
double
we're gonna go
oak.
Double Oak. So we need 2 more liquors. Peeps.
Or ingredients.
Ingredients. 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I could go good with the Blumbo.
So let them pick.
I'll let them pick.
Crafting Cocktail says, going to start dinner now.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Have a great night.
We need to order dinner soon too. It's probably gonna be a pizza night for us.
It's gonna have to be because we're past the point of anything else for delivery.
I ain't cooking nothing.
No, Jesse. We've already done mezcal.
I'll get behind that. I like that idea. It's hilarious how often people like suggest things that were like green chartreuse.
We already did that one. Just try again.
So our first cocktail was green chartreuse, Campari, and
tequila.
And was it tequila?
No.
No.
Ginger liqueur.
Ginger liqueur.
Man, guys, I broke the seal like 2 hours ago, and I was trying to only pee not at all during this live stream, but
Rye. He wants rye. Okay.
And elderflower.
All right, we get behind that. Yep. We don't. I usually have Saint Germain, but today I was kind of cheap ass, and so I got the cheaper version.
We wanted to see if it worked, or if it was as good, or if it was worth the price. Or
Yeah.
You know, like Carl is very much a Saint Germain fan, and
I'm 100% behind Saint Germain. But
and by fan I mean it was one of his crutches. But
if I could marry Saint Germain, I would.
Probably. He would have chosen it over me, and it's fine. That's fair, to be honest. It's less bitter than I am.
Is she pretty fucking bitter?
Yeah, shut up.
I'm just kidding.
But so he bought the one that we had, the other one that we had available in our liquor store, which is St. Elder Natural Elderflower Liqueur. It gives you a cocktail recipe on the side. J.R. Stiggins Fancy Pineapple. Honey, we don't get that fancy. I don't know what that means, but I know we don't have it. St. Elder is good, but much sweeter. I actually just picked up St. Germain. Haven't opened it yet. I'm not sure what to do. So look at the recipe for the Bazinga. If you're not sure what to do with St. Germain,
Who's this?
Dribs and Drams. Jesse.
Yeah.
So St. Germain, as he said earlier, is kind of the ketchup of bartenders, but it's not supposed to go with whiskey. However, he decided to put it with Jim Beam honey in equal parts, and it was phenomenal.
So if you like to drink things with floral essences and like other fruits and stuff like that, it's an enhancer. It will basically enhance anything you're doing and bring it to a whole nother level.
J.R. Stiggins is the plantation pineapple.
Oh, okay.
That's what they recommended. Be the third. Oh wait, no, that's number 4. Can we do 4?
We'll do 4.
We'll do 4.
Let me roll into the cocktail.
You're right, it is. Good thing I'm gonna go to the restroom and be right back. Should we play the? Oh shoot. Should we play the music right now?
No.
I don't know what music to play. Okay. Bottom far left. Thank you. So, J.R. Stiggins is the name of the distillery. This one, right here.
Plantation? Yeah. I love, that stuff's super good.
It is.
I got that and I was super pleasantly surprised. So, I think, man, let's think about this for a second. Let's back down. So we have Saint Elder. It's going to be your sweetener. We have rye, which is going to be a spicy. Mezcal is going to be smoky. And then plantation pineapple rum will be your sweetener. Okay. I think we're going to have to go shaken cocktail with this. Just because I think the best way to marinate it all together. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Okay. Sorry guys, you're going to be out with anyone here in a second. I got to wash this out. Okay. Sorry, that was filled with chocolate, so I couldn't like just make it work. Okay, so mezcal, we're gonna go a little bit because I think mezcal, a little bit goes a long way. So we're gonna just do half an ounce of that, which is still quite a bit, but I think with all the other components we're adding, it kind of needs to still stand out. Plantation rum, we're gonna go a solid ounce and a half with this. Again, I think it just has to do with all the other components. Okay. Rye, we're gonna go a little with that. Again, rye is spicy, it's bold. Yeah, it definitely has a lot of flavor packed behind it, so you shouldn't need a bunch of it. So we're just gonna go half an ounce of that. Okay. And then elderflower. Again, I'm not familiar with this specific one.
It's supposed to be sweeter.
Sweeter? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna go an ounce of that. Just, again.
That's a lot.
Well, not with how much other liqueurs and how strong everything else is.
Are you making 2 drinks?
Maybe. I don't know. We're just making something. We're just making a little something, something.
I brought a half gallon of water that I'm gonna
Okay.
work on.
So we got all of that. I think, you know what? I don't want lime juice in this. I think really lemon juice. Do we have a squeezer behind here?
Do we have a squeezer? Yeah. I forgot you about the orange squeezer.
Yeah. For oranges that we don't own.
Yeah, we ran out of oranges.
So we're just gonna, we only have Myers lemon.
Tim.
We're gonna do, I think we're gonna do lemon and lime. We're basically, you know what? Actually, I have a sour mix in here, and I think that's gonna work well with this. I think.
Tim, what do you think of the Banez mezcal? You said you bought it.
So, I know a lot of people don't make sour mixes, and I believe you should have a sour mix because I think having a balanced lemon, lime, and sweetness mixture works well. So I'm going to do an ounce and a half of this. I just think this would work well with everything combined.
Vino says I'd give it a dry shake, then stir. It was originally made for Tales of the Cocktail. Went over so well they produced it. That's the same mezcal I bought. Tim says I'm a mezcal virgin no more.
All right, so I'm going to dry shake this real quick. No egg white, just dry shake everything, just to kind of mix it all together, and then dilute. Let's give this a whirl, guys. I have never done anything like this before. You know what? This is what's fun about making drinks.
This is why the game is called Fuck Around and Find Out.
R&D, baby. R&D, research and development. There's
This
so
is
many.
really big.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
for
for
oranges.
oranges. Bananas. Tim, I really enjoy this mezcal. I've never purchased a bottle of mezcal, but it's very smoky. It's very agave forward. I love it. So if it's what you like,
This definitely needs some bitters. It needs a little something to make it a little bit more complex. Because everything, I can taste everything in here. I just need a little something to
right.
tie it all together. A rhyme
I'm
or
gonna drink
reason.
water out of this mason jar.
Why did you choose the biggest mason jar we have?
Because water.
Okay.
Hydrating is important. Did you guys drink your water, Shay? If you take meds, did you take your meds? It's important that you do so. Also, gin and tonic, the tonic water kind of does not taste.
It's not the best looking cocktail. It's like dirty mud water.
It's alright.
I mean, it's fine.
Don't say anything. I want to try it
I'm not
before
saying
you say
anything.
anything.
I know.
How much money? Oh, Banez. We bought Banez for less, or for approximately $30. It was the cheapest mezcal that we bought. That was in our
Yeah.
liquor store.
Everything
That's
else
why
was
we bought
almost
it.
$40.
Ooh, I like that.
I really like this. I think this is super good.
It's kind of astringent, but that's what you'd expect from something dry, which was, you use the rye, right?
Yep. I think this is one of those cocktails where there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And it's almost too much.
No, it's not.
But I'm saying it's almost too much. But like
Yeah.
those complexities of the rye and the mezcal, those are two very
they should
bold
butt heads.
flavors.
They
that
should
bold
butt
heads.
heads, but like us, they don't. Happy Valentine's Day early.
You guys saw that. She loves me. She kissed me on camera, live stream. Your divorce is not going to go final.
I'll still get divorced. I just won't get an annulment.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. But anyways, I really like this. I think
That's really good.
it's really good, right?
Yeah. We'll try it again tomorrow.
That's the whole thing. Can you do it when you're sober?
Yeah.
Can I get back on that ride when I'm sober?
No.
Can't?
No.
No, damn it.
Get a room.
Who said that?
Tim. Mezcal can overpower a cocktail. Proceed with caution. I'll tell you something for free. Walking into Quebec with a liquor commission makes me pine for U.S. prices. We just had a friend move from Omaha or Des
Omaha,
Moines
Nebraska, yeah. Des Moines, Iowa.
to Toronto, and she has been sending us frequent messages. I've talked to her a lot more. She was actually Carl's friend,
Yeah.
but like most of his friends, they like me better.
I'm alright with
She's
that.
been-
Bullshit.
What? Females, man, females. But she's been sending us pictures of Toronto prices, and I am so sorry. But also at the same time, like, I understand the exchange rate and shit, but like,
Right, with free health insurance, there's gotta be things that you have to pay more to
Yeah.
compensate for all of that. you
I
know?
would pay Canada prices for the healthcare
Yeah.
you guys get any day of the week. It's just let's go.
But I think this might be our most successful random cocktail.
Yeah, I really like that. What'd you put in that?
I don't even
Mezcal
know.
and
I'm
rye.
gonna have to rewatch the feed, so watch out. No, so we have a mezcal, Woodford Reserve rye, plantation pineapple rum. Oh my god.
So you almost got one from every family.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
It's
yeah.
very herbal tasting, which makes me like that explains a lot because I really like gin and the herbal flavor. So you get the gin plus the rum plus the
Yeah.
what else did you put in it? I can't
I
remember.
don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Like I'm pretty shit house right now, and
We
so
have a- booze or Jesse says no wait. Jesse tagged David and says you guys have a better whiskey selection than us. We don't have a great whiskey selection anymore.
I mean for the general drinker, we do. We have a pretty good one, baby.
Yeah.
Like we don't go buy the super high end stuff because we would rather have quantity over quality. Which
No,
I'm not,
we'd rather have quality over quantity, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's
Yeah.
gonna cost more. Like,
right.
like Larceny. This
It's amazing.
is one of my favorite bourbons. I don't like whiskey, period. But I like Larceny. It's great for whiskey sours. You still get the whiskey flavor, but it's
Yeah.
not overpowering. It's not.
It is one of the best mixing bourbons that you can get out there when you mix cocktails with it. 100%.
He says you got powers though. Hold on, let me-
Yeah, but you know, I mean,
Dribs and Drams, you say you're running a short whiskey tasting live stream later this month. Please send us an Instagram DM and remind us because we are 3 hours into this.
that's it. Just 3 hours.
3 and a quarter hours into this.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I mean, him and I were discussing because he did the first video I watched of this. He was doing that. You can only basically get specifically in Canada.
Yeah, and
then him and I
he
were
just
kinda
said,
talking
He
about
just said, I've been trying to find larceny. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we first had it. We went to one of his friend's weddings in Louisville, Kentucky. So,
Yeah.
like, the home of bourbon. And this is the one that we found. We brought it because it was the cheapest. And I was like, I want something that I can make into a whiskey sour that I'm not gonna feel guilty about mixing into something
Right.
that requires multiple ingredients. It's gonna water it down per
Yeah.
se.
We spent like $600-700 that day. And again, there were some people I had said, "Hey, I'm going here. Do you want to buy some liquor?"
Somebody just said, well, you got Powers though. So yes, we have Powers. Recently we signed up for Flaviar.
Yep.
And that's gonna be one of our next videos. Is gonna be our Flaviar unboxing.
Yep.
And this is part of it. So
Yep.
yes, we have Powers. Spoiler alert.
It's good. It's a good.
I mean,
Irish
we've been
whiskey.
at this for 3 hours, so I don't feel like anybody's gonna watch it this far to spoil anything. But banana, it's great. Do not make a whiskey sour.
No, do not. It doesn't taste good.
Drink
No,
it.
let's rephrase
as
that.
old-fashioned.
Don't make your standard whiskey sour. There could be a whiskey sour version of this that could be good. I said if you use orange juice, because orange juice pairs very well with Irish whiskeys, a lot more than lemon juice.
It'll probably be better, but
Don't do your standard whiskey sour.
we made a whiskey sour with it last night.
That's
It was
so good.
terrible.
But on by itself though, it is a good Irish whiskey by
I am
itself.
not, like, as I said, I'm not a whiskey drinker. I try not, unless it's a whiskey sour or some other type of cocktail like a flip. I don't want to drink whiskey.
Yeah.
But
you.
I tried Powers and I
Yeah.
tasted it straight and I loved it.
Yeah. It was really
like,
good.
it's banana forward, it's
It's
banana
definitely-
backward, it's banana everything, and I'm here for it.
I like it more than Bushmills. I mean,
Yeah.
Bushmills is fine. Like
Should-
Bushmills
do
is
you
like.
do you want to get another tasting of it right now, just to?
I mean, we're your way to the farm tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we already bought the cow.
I mean, unfortunately, I gave away the farm for Vina's interview with me the other day. He keeps saying like, "Carl, you keep telling me what's gonna happen on this interview." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm sorry, Vino. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for telling everyone.
if they're three
I'm a
and a
blabbermouth.
if they're 3.25 hours in, they deserve
That's true.
this.
That's true. It's like a reward.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. I'm barely 3.5 hours into this.
Whiskey is Jesse's dram. David says whiskey's good.
Yeah.
And Jesse says, oh, wait, who's?
Who's what?
Ray says, there you go.
There you go.
I don't know. Bye, Tim. Have a good night.
How was your barbecue sauce, bro? Did he say how it was
How
good?
was it? I don't remember. I didn't see it. I could have missed it. But Tim, how was your food?
Yeah, let us know, bro. Like we're foodies. Her and I, we love cooking food. Like I mean, we're not the most.
So to impress him, the first time was it the first time I cooked you dinner or recently or shortly after? One of the first meals I cooked for him was a pasta sauce I made just on a whim. I mean, to be fair, I'd made it before, but I made it better the first time with him. It was a cream sauce with lemon and sun-dried tomato and basil. And
you also put
capers.
Capers, which
Capers was new to you. Like
no, because I had it at Winifred. Capers are one of those things that I think it elevates a dish on
right,
a whole
but
nother
I had
level.
never made it with capers
Right.
before you.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like capers is one of those things that's like it takes a thing to a whole nother level.
Tim says his BBW sauce is awesome, and Tim, BBW is different than BBQ.
Yeah, buddy.
I
Your
used
fat
to-
little fingers got to like figure it out, bro.
I used to put porn away.
BBW. BBW.
BBW is different. BBQ.
We're just giving shit, bud.
I
We love you.
Tim.
So anyways, dude, this drink is pretty baller. Like it has that mezcal smokiness to it, but then you feel the rye spiciness with it also. And then what else did I make with this? Jesus Christ.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. We are 100%. I hope it tastes good tomorrow as it did today.
I think it's pretty good, and I drank a lot of water just to cleanse my palate. See my big mason jar?
That's just vodka, ladies and gentlemen. She's trying to be baller.
No, I'm not that baller.
What are we gonna eat for dinner tonight, you think?
Domino's.
Or Happy Joe's?
No, not Happy Joe's. Happy Joe's is so expensive for what you get.
But it's so good though too.
It's not that good.
It's pretty good.
Domino's. Okay, if you're considering price to flavor ratio.
I trust me. You don't have to like explain that. But I'm just saying, once in a while, Happy Joe's is pretty good.
David, it's your fault. Tim says elderflower and rum. Says Vino. I have to get a new bottle of Powers. Says Ray. Yeah. All of that. I'm still working on my gin and tonic, so I don't know how much Hendrix Orbium I put in my gin and tonic. I think it was less than the tonic.
You know what's
Bye,
crazy
Ray.
is to think about the drink that we started out with tonight.
Get real pizza, says Booze on the Rocks, says David.
Well, what pizza would you like to come down to Iowa and cook us pizza?
Come to Dubuque, Iowa, and tell us to get real pizza because Domino's is pretty much the best you can get.
Yeah, the town we specifically live in now, there's not a great pizza. When we lived in Cedar Rapids, there was like 2 or 3 great pizza selections that were like local, and they were great. In Dubuque, where we live right now, not so much. People look at us when we say that, like, but it's like, no, there's not.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the pizza's interesting. Like, we could order from 15 miles away in Galena. They have Gobbies.
Man,
I'm
but
not about
there
to
is,
order East Street for that.
but there is a Chicago pizza place about to open up in like 2 or 3 months, and we'll order from them all the time.
Was that
Giovanni's.
Giovanni's? Yeah.
So that'll be ball. They're really good. I've eaten there in Chicago multiple
New York
times.
says the only, Vino says the only real pizza is here, folks. And I am 100% behind New York style pizza. Thin crust, fold it in half. Let's go.
But you don't want to go to New York, so I'll never go visit Vino. So
Don't
it's all
want to
right.
be around that many people. We've established that I don't like people.
She's not like you guys. I'm sorry. This is the woman I married. I apologize. I'm just kidding. She loves people. We both love people. It's more of, we both have a kind of class.
I get anxiety around
Yeah.
large crowds, and so does he. He gets them in different places than I do. He's more of a grocery store anxiety person. I'm more of a just like a big crowd type person. But
Well,
Jesse says
We'll come to New York to see Vino and then Nelly. The drunken,
what?
I forget her Instagram name. But Vino is what I'm talking about.
Vino
Nelly.
and
Nelly.
Anywho, we'll figure it out. I mean, eventually I'll probably come to New York. I'll be grouchy until I get to the place where I can stay. It's fine.
I want to go see Employees Only Bar. I mean, that's the bar.
Yeah.
That's one of the bars I have looked up to and inspired to like just go and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we get Gabriel to come down from Miami or come up from Miami, because he used to live in New York, you know, and he enjoyed that bar.
Dribs and Drams. Jesse says we do homemade pizza all the time. If you want to do it quick, naan bread instead of making a crust. That's assuming we can get naan. Yeah. We might be able to get it, but it's gonna be subpar. I mean, we're in central the United States, like, getting a lot of things is very
It's a pain in the ass.
Americanized. Like, if we want naan, we're gonna get it, but we're gonna get it less good than on the coasts or in a Mecca.
It's definitely one of the downfalls of living in the Midwest.
Can we make it? Yes, but on a whim, no.
Right.
Like,
but it's always good to know, like, all right, here's how you do it, and let's do it one of these times.
Right. Like, if I want to make homemade anything, can I make it for cheap? Yes, I can. But if I want to order it takeout because I don't want to cook, absolutely not.
Yeah. And for the most part, we like cooking. We enjoy that process. But then again, you have 3 or 23 too many cocktails before dinner time. You don't want to cook shit. You just order what you can.
I don't want to cook anything. I never want to cook anything. I work too much.
Yeah.
4 ingredients: 1 kilogram of flour, 700 grams of water, 18 grams of salt, 8 grams of yeast. So, fun fact, we used to try the keto diet, and it was great. I lost at least 50 pounds.
We both lost.
Right, but I personally lost at least 50 pounds. You, what, 30?
10 or 13, yeah. And we both liked it. We both were enjoying it.
But it's unsustainable. Like, the thing about sticking to a specific diet is it's not sustainable.
The problem is I started working at a brewery.
In effect.
Impossible to do a keto diet when you work at a brewery. And you're the marketing manager. And you have to market the things that they make.
Right.
And I was the guy creating all the cocktails.
Yeah. So,
But the diet itself was one of the best diets.
It was great.
You and I both.
It's unsustainable. Unsustainable is the key.
But you and I, if I had not worked at the brewery, I think you and I both would have sustained that for quite a while.
But I was going somewhere with that.
Sorry. It's my fault.
It's not your fault. Hang on. You do homemade pizza all the time.
I want pizza right now.
Oh, where I was going with that is because we didn't eat carbs for a long time. We also don't have yeast right now. So we can't make naan bread and we can't make anything with carbs right now. But pizza sounds phenomenal and it's going to be the only thing that we can get. And the best pizza we can get right now in Iowa is Domino's. And
no, that's not in Iowa. It's where we live at in Iowa.
Right.
The best pizza that we can get is an hour and 20 minutes from us.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just want to make that clear that Domino's is not the best pizza in Iowa. It's the best where we live at currently in Iowa.
Yeah. And Vino says the only thing about the thing about New York City is that while the popular bars are usually great, you miss out on something amazing in the smaller bars.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
If you blink. And that's the great thing about Iowa is sometimes, you know what? We're going to go into the only place that has cocktails. Like, literally the only place that serves anything other than mixed drinks. So, mixed drinks to cocktails. And we're going to get something amazing. And you know what? It's great. And we're going to pay $8 for it.
Yeah. I mean, I got to pay $10 for it.
Oh my God. Ow, that hurt really bad. That hurt so bad because I got the second COVID shot today, guys.
Yeah, but yes, that is one thing in Iowa where price-wise, like, it's so much cheaper.
Who's on the rocks? David,
yeah.
David, I can make a starter. I really can. I can make bread. I'm really good at baking. My family's Czech.
She knows.
I used to make kolaches on the regular. Like I can do it.
Our kitchen used to be full of pans and.
It's not the fact that I can't do it. It's the fact that 1, I don't have space, and 2, he gets mad, and 3, I don't got time. Like that's it. Like it's not that I can't. I can do it, and I'm really good at baking. Baking is where my specialties lie. It's the execution of the process. We moved into a house. When we moved up here, we moved into a house that has no counter space.
Not at all.
We bought a bar top table just to have space to cook on.
You know, well, that and just have meals on, you know? Like, it gets kind of old just sitting in a fucking couch eating dinner all the time.
David says, damn it, I'm coming to Iowa. You should. You really should. Because, I mean, yes. Is it gonna be harder to find the places that have the good things? Maybe. But when you do, you're gonna pay less for it, so it's gonna be worth the vacation.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be relaxed? Absolutely, because it's so slow here. It's so quiet here, comparatively speaking. And you're gonna be able to relax. And I personally don't relax because I'm constantly making myself stressed out because that's neurodivergency and that's who I am. But if you are used to a fast-paced shit, you're not gonna be as fast-paced as I am, and you're gonna be excited by how slow things are here.
Agreed. I can't wait till, like, we're all monetized, we're all making some money, and we're all like, all right, for the next year, we're all gonna do like these little travels and like hang out with everyone. Cause at the end of the day, are we all gonna make it? No, that's just nature. Like, I mean, obviously, I could say that yes, we're all gonna be at 100,000 subscribers in 2 years, and I mean, is it possible? Yes, but
I hope so.
I hope so.
I want us all to be that way. I want this community to be that big. I don't want us to be dog eat dog. I want us to be like, hey, this dog and this dog are partners. Let's go hang out with those dogs.
You know, and like, all right, this guy or person, woman, whatever, does things differently than this person. Let's go do that. Let's go hang out. You know, let's go dabble. You know, the exploration is just intense. And that's what makes this all awesome. Is like, we all kind of do our own things, you know? We all kind of like, you know what? It's all trial and error. Like, because you know what? You never know what will succeed. Right. You can't do what's already been done. You can follow that mindset, but in a year or two, it's going to be different. So, but if we all hang out, talk things, and you know what? We're all going to still do our own thing.
Power in numbers. They won't be able to ignore us. Yes, Vino.
Yeah.
We will always be here. We will always be here for everybody. We are never going to be here for ourselves. I mean, yes.
I felt that at the beginning. When we first started this, I felt like, all right, we're just going to do this, and we had nothing. But then within like 30 days, I was like, oh, all right, look, there's this channel. Like, all right, you know, like you realize, all right, there's huge community. And like, then we realized, all right, this is going to be easier than I thought it was going to be. And I'm not saying this is an easy thing. I'm just saying it's easier than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It takes a village.
Agree. I feel like if we all keep putting in effort and the work, and we keep trying to strive to be better as a community, if we all keep doing this for the next year, we're going to be more successful than people who have been doing this for 3 or 4 years because we're doing it all together. But it is going to be a lot of work. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm going to say we're going to have to keep. I'm in the mentality is you have to keep trying to be better as a channel, as a person, every day. You can't just be stagnant, or just be complacent.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to try to do better. And that's trying to do different things, techniques, different thumbnails, different titles, different ways, which is fine. But as long as we're all doing it together and we're all being supportive and we're all giving honest feedback, and for the next year, we're going to be higher. We're going to grow faster and better than anyone else that's trying to do this by themselves, I think.
And Vino says, you guys know I'm a major cheerleader for the community. We know. And we will be your cheerleaders. We can't do this alone because bartenders, the alcohol industry doesn't do this alone.
Right.
We do this on the backs of other people, like people who make things, people who create cocktails. Like, nothing hasn't been already done before. Yeah. Just in different ratios, in different balance, in different whatever. Carl always says, oh, it's already been done, but I mean, somebody's already done that. And yeah, you're right, probably. But have people access it.
Right. Exactly. Like, we're just thinking accessible. Like, at the end of the day, it's just liquor. It's just alcohol, man. I tell people.
At the end of the day, we're all getting drunk.
Yeah.
Am I going to remember this tomorrow? Probably not. Am I going to be ashamed? Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I'm ashamed all the time, but yeah.
Always.
Whoa.
There's, see?
Whoa, guys.
Exhibit A. There's my metal
But,
straw.
and I know everyone that's watching this right now, everyone's on board. And I'm not telling you guys anything different, but obviously anyone that just randomly watches this till this point and understands where we're all coming through is we are all in this together. And I am more thrilled about this than the 8 months ago when we first started talking about it. Because when we started talking about this, I thought it was just going to be her and I in a journey that we're just going to take and we're just going to have to, like, figure it out. Mm-hmm. But having everyone else, it makes things easier, but it also shows that we are a completely different community than all these other types of, like, communities, like, you know, so. I'm kind of rambling, I apologize.
That's what happens when he gets drunk. He gets really rambly. David says, rah rah shish boom bah.
I want a shish kebab right now. Ooh, grilled shish kebab.
And then he also says, I'm jumping in the air with pom-poms.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's what we all are doing. We all are cheerleaders for everybody else.
Yeah, you know, and I know we kind of give you shit, David, for being like, you know, you hit the 1,000 subs and now you're like at 3,000 or whatever like that.
Good on you, man.
Yeah, good on you. Like I remember watching like your channel like 8-9 months ago, you know, and you know we give you shit or I give you shit, and I just hope you know it's more of a.
Jesse, thanks for joining. Have a good night, and I hope your daughter gets the love and attention she deserves because she's a princess, just like all daughters.
She's 18. She's no longer a princess. I'm just kidding. But
Bye.
bye. Have a good night, buddy. But yeah, I mean, David, like, you know, I might give you shit. You know, I might talk shit about you having more subs than all of us. But obviously, you know, like, we all appreciate what you're doing, what we're all doing, and it's all fun at the end of the day. I think you know that. I think we're just all having fun at the end of the day because why not, right? You know what I mean?
Daughters are the best, Vino. I don't know. I don't have kids. I will never be a mother. I've been a mom. I've been a mother. But I will never be a biological mother, and that's fine. Because I don't want to. That's a lot.
Well, I can't
I
no
want that
longer.
responsibility.
I can't no longer have kids. I got the snippy snip, but
daughters are great. I used to work with kids. If you have questions, ask me because I got them all. I got all the answers.
she's way smarter than me, guys. All right, which makes no sense because then why she would marry me? I don't fucking know.
Because I was drunk.
High five.
Your wife?
My wife.
He says he's got 3 daughters. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. But if you have any questions, please let me know.
So what's funny, David, is the mother of my kids. She's the oldest of 4 daughters. So her dad, obviously, her and I, you know, we were thinking for like 7.5 years. So I remember talking to her dad. He's like, "Why do you think I got a job that made me travel all the time?" I'm like, "You are a smart motherfucker, you know? Like, I get it, you know?" He's like,
Yeah.
"You think I could really hang out with 5 women all
No.
the time?"
But I don't think I could hang out with 5 specific people all the time.
Oh, yeah, for
but
sure.
like, yeah, like it's rough, and I mean, girls are hard, man. When I used to work in an inpatient facility for Psychiatric Mental Institute for Children with girls ages 9 to 15. Woof. Like, when I was a preteen / early teenager, I was not psychologically healthy. And to have kids who were deemed unhealthy enough to be institutionalized was a completely separate ball game. Girls are rough, man. I was not institutionalized and I was rough. Like, was I able to contain myself? Yes, because I was scared of being institutionalized. But girls are rough, man, and puberty is hard. I'm here for literally anything.
Yeah.
Like, I got all the answers. Whether or not it's the right answer, I have ideas.
Just as if, we're not trying to make this like super
Heavy.
but any questions or things, just DM us on Instagram.
DM us,
we
yeah.
both look at it, and if it's something for her, it is what it is. So let's just leave it as that. If you guys have questions or want to look, Instagram, DM us. We both look at it and we both have a thing on it.
And while we're at it, like, my Insta and my Facebook are a safe space.
Yeah.
Like, yes, am I a mandatory reporter? Yes. But if you have somebody who needs somebody to talk to, I'm here, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's my degree, that's my job, that's my life, that's what I do.
It's why she's able to put up with me. Trust me.
Facts.
If she was just like an engineer or something like that, we would have been Dunskies long ago.
Nobody would have had the emotional competence to handle what this guy throws at you. So, like,
Hey.
I'm here. If you have anybody who needs somebody to talk to, if they need resources, I got resources. I can figure out resources.
Yeah.
I got it. That's what I wanted with my degree. That's what I got with my degree. Am I paying way too much money for it? Absolutely. But I got it.
Got it. All right. Well, I think on all of those notes,
Yeah.
I think we really appreciate everyone for hanging out. There's been a lot of people in and out all night long, which has been great. We've been doing this for almost 3 hours now.
So many
Dude,
hours.
like,
We've been doing this for, it's been...
so it's been a great time. We appreciate everything. We appreciate everyone having fun. I know it kind of seems more of like a internal party,
off the rails.
multiple
But that's what
times.
It should be. It should be a
But
party.
yeah,
We are a
100%.
party.
I am not disagreeing with any of that. I love what we're doing. I love that everyone's kind of hanging out. Even though it's only 7, 8 people, I don't care. We're having fun.
Mm-hmm. And Vino says, same here, folks. Vino has an open mind and an open heart with a Bronx accent. So sometimes you need that. You need that tough love. I got the Midwest, like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
not
it's like...
the Republican Midwest where we
No.
are Bible thumping. Like, no,
not at all.
That's not where we're at. But I'm at
It's
hey, you need
caring,
food, you need
open
comfort,
heart.
you need
Yeah.
hugs. Like, that's where I got. But Bronx feels to me like tough love.
Yeah.
And you got that. Together, we got this.
It's a community of love and support. So if you want to reach out to any of us, just DM us on Instagram, whatever. We're willing to hear. But at the end of the day, we're having fun doing this.
100%.
We're going to do this in 2 weeks again. We're going to keep doing a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
You and I like to have it. It's a lot of fun doing this. I like doing the original cocktail and then the whole sidetrack cocktail to what this has happened. So, if you have any questions or comments, DM us. We're an open book.
Yep.
So, but it's been fun. Everything's pretty empty, I think. There's a little something left in here.
There's something in this tasting glass.
There's
Whatever
something,
that is.
There's something in the tasting glass.
Oh, it's whiskey. It's whiskey.
All right. Cheers, guys. Have a good night. We're going to eat some motherfucking pizza.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks
Cheers.
for joining.
Tink.
Tink.
Ooh, that's fucking great.
That was rough.
That was
I don't remember what that was.